$1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
It's football season, and Uber Eats is dropping undefeated deals on all your game day favorites. This week, score buy one, get one free world-famous pancake combos from IHOP, only on Uber Eats. Craving even more? We've got you covered with game day deals on pizza, burgers, tacos, and more, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms, taxes, and fees apply. See app for details.
No two people learn the exact same way. So how did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you, all of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop in to one of their dealerships. Test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty. Kate2, the Baroness. Sarah's here as well. Got some text messages in. 419-345-3375. Someone said, was it Sip and Brew? Oh, producer Doug. I was at Sip and Brew on Friday. Pizza was fire. Thank you, Doug. We had the Hot Momoa, which was the Hawaiian pizza with a little of that state line pineapple orange hot sauce, which is really good. I also did a hot honey pepperoni, which was fire as well. Ooh. Yeah, it was good. Someone else said Kendrick has the #1 song, and you wonder why he's doing the Super Bowl, Andrew. Okay, first off, settle down with the attitude.
Andrew.
Number 2, people were Googling him. Didn't say he had the #1 song. They were Googling him because they know who the hell he was. He shouldn't be doing the Super Bowl. That just proved my point. That did not prove my point. And someone else asked where Renee is. And Renee decided not to come in at 4 in the morning anymore. Or 5 in the morning, whenever we get up.
When my alarm went off this morning, I was like, why is this going? Oh, that's right. This is early.
Dude, it's early. Let's get into the news. Originally just craving a hot dog, a man won $50,000 after buying the last ticket in the case at a Rossford gas station.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The stroke of good luck would have never happened had James not First of all, if you're craving a hot dog, who goes to a speedway on Dixie Highway for Demetrius? You? Oh my God!
I have, like, once again,
worst dogs.
Like, I don't know what it is, but there's some days, and but I just crave like a gas station cheeseburger.
Or have you ever had Circle K's egg rolls?
No.
Try it.
First of all,
Yeah.
the way you're like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm super excited now. Circle K's egg rolls. I wouldn't think that would be in their wheelhouse. I would think like ranch dressing or something.
No, Circle K's egg rolls.
Really?
Yeah.
So this dude goes in, he's craving him some hot dogs. He goes to the Speedway on Dixie Highway. He decided to buy the last scratch-off ticket in the case. The ticket had been he had been noticing for a few days. So I guess maybe no one plays this like scratch-offs. They didn't get
And he's been there every day for a few days noticing the hot dogs getting closer to the ticket.
Weird.
Well, that ticket's been there for a long time. About as long as this hot dog that I've been staring at.
The same one.
Just making sure that I wanted to pull the trigger on the purchase.
James let his sister finish scratching off the rest of the ticket after he revealed the 500 times X symbol. We were laughing, and she goes, "You won $5,000." I said, "You sure?" He said, "Yeah." And then he checked because he won the, it was like 100 times or whatever. So he really won $50,000.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. He said after taxes, he'll probably clear about $36,000.
I'd faint. Seriously.
Good times. Congratulations, James. That's awesome, man.
That man's single.
Why you say that?
Because he told the news. Like any married man wins $50,000.
Oh yeah.
That goes in his pocket.
Whatever.
He ain't telling. Like he'll splurge on a couple of gifts, make it look weird, like, oh look, I bought you this, and where's all the money coming from? I don't know. I was just thinking about you, loving on you. Oh, that's so nice.
That's why you're not married anymore.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
Jerk.
Toledo woman accused of stabbing, dripping hot grease and embers on a man, kidnapping him. And the question we always ask:
what'd he do?
What did he do? Indiola Howell, 36 of Toledo, is facing kidnapping, felonious assault, 2 counts of arson for the attack in the 5800 block of Southwick Boulevard on December 13th. Police say she stabbed a 50-year-old man in the face, head, arms, and torso, then allegedly poured hot grease over him. Jeez. Lit a coat on fire to drip the fire embers on him.
Mm-hmm.
Then hit him
a lot.
Hit him with a metal frying pan.
Bro, like, what are you doing?
Kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Living out all of our dreams.
What did he do?
We all know what he did.
He's like, just calm down. You don't ever tell a woman to calm down. You're crazy. Stop being crazy. I'll show you crazy, mother effer. Oh man, that sucks. Anyway, she's going to be in court today. She will see a judge. What else? Man who tortured and killed his dog at a Toledo casino.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What do you think he got?
Probation.
If you don't know.
Nothing.
Probation? You say nothing. Kelly? What do you think the dude got? He killed his dog, strangled his dog in the parking garage.
I want to hope he got some
something.
Sometime.
K2, what do you think?
I think just probation.
He got a year in prison.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think that's what he should have got. That's a fair amount of time, I think. I don't know why he did. Although here's the thing, I don't know what the dog did.
No,
but I'm just saying, like, you don't carry your dog around if you don't love your dog. Like, so he's driving around with the dog.
You don't kill a dog no matter what it has done.
How do you go like this? I don't know what the dog did.
Yeah.
Or what it was wearing.
No, or like why this guy snapped. Because obviously he loved. You don't carry your dog around if you hate your dog. You leave him at home. You leave him chained up. You don't drive your dog around if you hate your dog. I want to know what happened. Because something
this
happened.
is what I've learned about in life is usually the person that went crazy, it's their problem and not the other the animals.
Just saying.
Yeah, mental health is a real thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's most likely not what the dog did. It's what the person has not fixed about themselves.
Someone said the kidnapping and the dripping of the
I'm feeling a lot of ex-wife energy right now,
Man,
Sarah.
dude,
like
settle
you
down.
are like it is. Stop.
I'm on my journey. I'm telling you.
Well, I don't want to be on it with you.
Maybe you need to be. I could teach
I've already started.
I could teach you a thing or two.
I'm okay.
So the Toledo woman, they got the stabbing, the dripping of the hot grease, the kidnapping, the stabbing, whatever. I just got a text and it says she'll probably get probation, but she should get Gitmo 20 years. Dude. What else? Perrysburg School Board, they're planning budget cuts for
Did you see that list?
No.
It's insane.
What they're taking away?
Yeah. It's insane. And it just doesn't
It's
make
insane.
sense. It
It's
doesn't make
insane.
sense. It's got to be a scare tactic or
It is insane.
yeah.
That's the thing. You've done everything right. So your per pupil average is $1,000 less than the rest of the state. You're in the top 7% of the schools. The schools are doing well. They're doing taking care of mental health. They're doing music and the arts and all this stuff. And now they're going to have to upset that apple cart, and it is a sad thing. They're going to have to consider they're going to need to reach a $6 million in reductions. I mean, extracurriculars, 6 custodial positions that were going to get cut. They're saying 61 teaching positions, athletic programs, transportation, technology, all facing cuts. The district will have 2 opportunities in 2025 to get it back on the ballot. Man, Perrysburg always whenever it has a chance to Perrysburg, it does, and that's another reason it does. Toledo gets much less snow during the fall and spring now than it used to. They're saying that after hours of researching and plotting the snowfall every month of the year back to 1950, there was a noticeable trend that there's been a decrease in annual snowfall over the past 7.5 decades now to get about 10% less snowfall every year now.
You guys
than
are
we used
welcome.
to.
I've been standing outside spraying my aerosol can.
Thank you.
For decades.
Thank you.
Just trying to make it more comfortable here for you people.
Someone did get a text. This is their scenario on why this guy strangled his dog. He was at the casino. Was probably gambling too long. Left the dog in the car too long. The dog had an accident. Dude lost a bunch of money and then just lost his temper.
I bet you the dog talking was like, "You're really wrong. you lost all our money. Now where are we gonna live?"
Blessed to be here. Basketball fans jumped into action when a game official went into cardiac arrest at Summerfield High School in Monroe. The school, the matches between Jefferson High School and Summerfield High School. The game was, let's see, the ref is last name Sanders. I'm looking for his first name. Doug Sanders had a heart attack while officiating the final quarter on November 29th. The basketball game was at Jefferson High School. He said that there was about 5 minutes left in the game when he started to feel like he was going to pass out. And then Summerfield Township Volunteer Fire Department firemen Aaron Myshik and Matt LaRocca were sitting in the stands watching their children play the game. They noticed something was going on with the official. They both jumped into action and they saved his life. So, wow, that is awesome. Congratulations.
See, that's tells me like I'm getting at that age where I got to be around groups of people.
I know.
Like you can't be just by yourself now. Like you could I need somebody to help.
Well, they
like that's a thing.
Oh, absolutely. No, like that's what I think. Steven,
I don't want to drop on the east side.
I think Steven said it. He's like, dude. He goes, you don't want to be found 4 days later because no one checked on you,
and your cats licked your eyeballs out.
Oh, jeez.
Right? It's so true, man.
Start being nicer to people. Just have somebody at least send a text.
Yeah.
Make sure someone's got a key to your house.
Right? Yeah.
I'm trying because there's no way. Like if I was missing for an hour, Colleen would be on it. She'd be on the case. Like I don't have to worry about that. You, Demetrius, I don't know what's gonna happen. How many days will you sit there?
Probably a week. Probably a week. I'd be good though. I'd be dead.
Yeah.
It sucked for the people who found me.
Local Chinese restaurant clings to the hope that it can reopen after that Plaza fire over there at
Rice King.
Yeah, Rice King. Dave and Jessica Zhang opened the restaurant in 2003 after immigrating to the United States in 1990. They spent 7 years in New Jersey before settling in Northwest Ohio. They said, "We love our community. We've been serving that for many years. Sometimes my customers come in and they're like family. Beyond that. So anyways, we're hoping that they'll be able to open back up after the fire. I didn't even know Ben and Jerry's had like actual locations. I thought it was just you get it
I didn't know either.
I thought you get it in the grocery store. But there's a new Ben and Jerry's ice cream shop that just opened in Toledo at Westgate. It's over there by the Five Guys. We're in the Costco Plaza there.
Yeah.
It's been
See
a couple
how well
things.
Baskin Robbins did.
In the market.
Let me just tell you, we need another ice cream store.
See, that's the thing. We like local around here. I mean, everyone's got their favorite local ice cream shop. We got that General Ice Cream out there, Sarah. Out near, see, everyone has their
House.
We don't like chain ice cream stores. Baskin Robbins didn't do nothing.
I do like Ben and Jerry's though.
Their ice cream in general.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one I'll go to. I only like soft ice cream, but that's one I'll go to.
And then you have to wonder, because I'm just reading it now, but you have to wonder if they just serve Ben and Jerry's, so it's like a local company that just opened a place and they're only going to serve Ben and Jerry's, or if it's actually like a Ben and Jerry's shop. I don't know.
I think it has to be an actual shop.
Yeah, maybe. So we'll have to go check it out. Mysterious drone sightings have been reported in New Jersey, neighboring states now. There's some in Ohio.
I saw something about this. One crashed, unless that was fake.
That was fake.
No,
it didn't crash.
I really wanted that. The big one.
It was a ceiling fan. It was a meme.
On the highway?
No. A ceiling fan. That was the meme going around. Like, we caught one. And the dude's holding a ceiling fan.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm going to look for it.
All right, look for it. Though federal officials maintain they pose no threats, lawmakers are demanding answers to see what they're doing and where they came from. On Friday and Saturday night, drone activity forced officials to close airspace over the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio for several hours. On Saturday night, 2 men were arrested for trespassing after a drone came dangerously close to Logan International Airport in Boston. we're making a big deal. I just think it's nothing. I really do think it's nothing. It's easily explainable.
Since 2022, the FAA had relaxed rules as far as drone flights were concerned, and so in 2022 they allowed drones to fly at night, and so now you see this big uptick of drones flying at night.
Agreed, and that's all it is. It's just some drones. I mean, now we can.
But there's so many. Like,
there's a lot of. But
if there was groups of people that were saying, "Hey," like that would be able to be found out. Like, there's got to be something.
I still don't understand why we haven't shot one down, or why we haven't forced one down, or like why the government is allowing this to go on for so long. Is
they're not really breaking any law. They're just out at night.
Yeah, but when you have this much public pressure, you have to have some answers if you're the government. Someone said they can't shoot down rogue unregistered drones, but can kill a squirrel and a raccoon. Right? ABC News has settled a defamation case with Trump for $15 million. They've kissed the ring. Anchor George Stephanopoulos inaccurately said Trump had been found liable for rape in a civil trial in New York, when in fact he was found liable for sexual abuse. Oh, okay. So much better.
I wonder who makes that chart.
What do you mean?
Like,
whether it's rape or sexual
sexual assault or abuse. It's like,
which tier are you fallen into when you've assaulted somebody?
Who did that? Who put together that list? And then who okayed it? And at what point? How'd you gather the numbers? I'm almost positive the reaction is the same.
Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of Trump, he wants daylight savings. He wants to turn the clock back on daylight saving time. No more daylight savings. That is something I can get behind that one for sure. Portland DJ is recovering after being stabbed in the back by his coworker earlier in the month.
What'd he do?
It was a stripper at the club. So she stabbed his ass.
Is that why Steven's gonna be late?
So here is some. Oh wait, this is the club owner talking about the incident over at the strip club. Let's see what he has to say.
I was basically on my computer getting some songs ready, and next thing I know, it felt like a 500-pound man punched me in the back.
Oh, this is the DJ.
Basically as hard as humanly possible. So I turned around expecting there to be like a huge dude like about to fight me and hit me, and it was her, and she was standing there holding the knife. I still didn't know I was stabbed at that point, but then I took a breath in and I realized that my left lung had collapsed.
I think she intended to kill someone, and it just happened to be Duncan. When she was in the dressing room, for about 10 minutes, she seemed like she was possessed by a demon.
She was possessed by a demon.
Because I'm sure she was sober.
And you just
sure she
and
wasn't
you just
on
let her
anything.
out on the stage. You didn't send her home. You're like, well, crazy makes money.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. You put up with a lot if she's making you money. What else? There have been some studies of intermittent fasting, but the latest one is different. It claims intermittent fasting can make you go bald. Wow.
How long have you been fasting?
I knew you were going to say that. I was going to say that about you, but I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Well, you were going to hurt mine, though?
But I didn't say anything. He's the one that said it.
Wow. What else? Dumbass of the day. There was a multi-vehicle crash in Colorado earlier this month. When the cops showed up, the driver admitted that he had about 10 drinks, but he was, quote, a professional drinker. So he was arrested. The man.
Funny, I like that guy.
See, that's how
that was my joke.
When I got my first DUI, right?
First?
Yeah, I had two. And my first one, I was a road comic, and I'm in Sylvania, right? And I have this attorney standing next to me, and he looks at the judge, and he says, "Your Honor." Clearly, he was over the limit, and he goes, "But Your Honor, this man drinks every day." So can we really say he was impaired?
Your lawyer said that?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
Trying to say your tolerance levels up.
Like you don't tell him I smoke a ton of crack and it's not possible for me. Yeah, I
He
was
can
just
handle a lot of alcohol, Your
Right,
Honor, and
yes.
still be sober.
Yeah, and
be
it's still
sober.
okay to drive.
Yeah.
That's what
Wait,
happens
I was
when
just
you.
like, I'm stopping payment on this check.
Gee, that is nuts. Can't believe you said that. So
I was stunned.
So
I mean, I see his point.
Here's
However, you don't say that to a judge.
Here's the professional drinker interacting with police.
How much have you had to drink tonight, man? Probably 10. 10 drinks?
10.
All right, cool. Do you want to do roadside? You already told me you're 10 drinks, Steve, right? You're pretty drunk. Hey. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, like, I'm a professional drinker.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a professional drinker. You check my sponsors: Jack Daniel, Busch Light.
It'd be funny if he didn't have a coat on with all these,
all his little patches, like he
all
was
these
a NASCAR.
sponsors. Yeah. And finally, a 6-year-old Duncan superfan. This is the good news of the day. 6-year-old Duncan superfan got to work there for a day. His name is River, and he loves Duncan. It was his Halloween costume this year, as a matter of fact. So
Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, so getting Do It For Real was a big
He dressed
thrill.
up like an hourly employee. That was his thing.
Here's his mom and one of the Dunkin' employees talking about him working at the restaurant.
We started bringing him every Sunday to get a donut, and immediately donuts became his favorite thing. And so that's what he wanted to be for Halloween. So was a Dunkin' Donut worker.
Dunkin's all about spreading joy and positivity in our local communities. And so when we came across this story, it was the perfect opportunity to highlight some really great positivity here in Bedford, Virginia.
To know that he got to have this special day, it means a lot to us and to him. I mean, I didn't have to do anything today. He took over, he smiled, he loved it. This is his thing right now.
Look at that.
We also wrote him up twice for uniform violation and not wearing gloves at his workstation.
Dude, Dunkin' Donuts are trash.
I do not like their coffee.
Their coffee is ass.
Straight
up ass.
It's
I don't
horrible.
know. So
I'd rather have Circle K coffee and egg rolls.
Right?
So are their donuts, dude. Their donuts are no good. They're just
let's not hate on the
corporate.
donut.
They're corporate little
Let's not
donuts.
hate on the donut.
No, they're not good. They're not
The
good.
coffee, though?
Dude, you know
No.
who's got banging donuts is Churchill's. Dude, those things are huge and delicious. Churchill's.
Noted.
Churchill's.
Everything at Churchill's is amazing, though.
Yeah, it is great. It's a good store.
But you're paying double.
I was gonna say single mom saga over here can't afford Churchill's right now.
I know. Barely afford church.
And that's free.
Yeah.
And that is the good news. That is the news. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. We have an accident on I-75 northbound. This is after exit 181, the 105 exit. It's blocking the left lane, so prepare for delays in that area. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias, low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Pals forecast. Today we're going to have clouds and light rain all day with a high of 56. Overnight will be cloudy with a low of 36, and right now it is 46 outside. Furniture Pals, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Pals has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Whitmore Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon. Or online at FurniturePalsToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
I did get a text in 419-345-3375, and it is my favorite donut shop, Mama C's on Conant in Maumee. They are the best. So, all right, I got to tell you, my friends over at Trade Genius. Have you been thinking about crypto? I knew nothing about it, but I put a little something on some crypto through TradeGenius.com, and it's up about 45-48%. I haven't checked it this morning, but it was easy to do. They kind of walked me through the process. So if you've never done crypto before and you're thinking about getting into it, use TradeGenius.com. Also use the code word WRADIO. That's radio with a W in front of it to diversify your portfolio into crypto today.
TAS Electronics Remote Starter Triple Dog Dare. At TAS, we triple dog dare you to find a better quality remote starter at a lower price anywhere. This week, get Toledo's #1 selling remote car starter, expertly installed at TAS Electronics. Heated seats, just $149 installed, including both back and bottom. TAS Electronics, we are Toledo's remote car starter experts.
TAS Electronics, it's hot.
Glass City Canine are the Toledo dog training experts, offering training for dogs and puppies. We focus on the most common problems dog owners have in getting along with their pooches. Things like leash training, obedience training, aggressive dog training, correcting bad habits like chewing on your favorite pair of shoes, that sort of thing. Schedule a free, no-obligation session to give us a chance to meet and see if we're a good fit for you and your dog. Call 419-902-1344 or online at glasscitycanine.com. Glass City Canine, Toledo's dog training experts.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
With Progressive, you get more than savings. You get access to us through our mobile app, online chat, or by phone.
Oh, I see what you're doing here, Jamie. Giving me all these ways to stay in touch so I have no excuse not to. Well, you're in luck, because this guy's in the market for a new BFF.
Actually, all our customers can contact us this way.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just kidding.
But I am always up for Taco Pizza! Jigsaw!
Get help from Progressive through the website, app, chat, or phone. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of
Coming up in 30 seconds, Steve Sleaze in the 50s, brought to you in part by our good friends over at Homemade for the Holidays, the place to shop local. If you're looking for a good place to get some unique gifts, it's a Christmas pop-up shop over at Spring Meadow Shopping Center, open today through Christmas Eve from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Go check it out. Homemade for the Holidays, the place to shop local.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it.
It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze in the 50s. Hey, Steve.
Good morning, everybody.
Good.
Did you watch it last night?
What?
I did. It was so good.
It was so good.
So
Dua
good.
Lipa
What?
Special.
What was it?
The Dua Lipa special.
Was it good?
Was that why you made that random text?
Yeah. I got that.
do I love Dua Lipa?
So
it was so good.
So what was it about?
Well, she did like all of her songs. Well, she's always wanted to do like all of her songs. She did release a new album, but she wanted to do all of her songs in an orchestra setting, like in a grand orchestra setting.
That's
and
right.
the set was beautiful. So it was like the British Orchestra, Royal British Orchestra she did it with. And then it was like tons of singers. She had her dancers there. It was an intimate setting with the audience. I mean, the stage was huge. It was like a giant kind of winding S, but it was enabled her to get really close to the audience. She had Elton John in there, but she did all of her hits like to this orchestra setting. It was so elegant. She looked beautiful. First, she had a vintage Jean-Paul Gaultier dress on. Then the second one, she came in a beautiful Chanel dress. I mean, she just looked amazing.
So, Steve, I thought you were talking about Yellowstone.
So actually,
I did too.
it's funny. Someone did say. Actually, someone just texted and said Landman was so good last night.
I love Landman.
And then Yellowstone, of course.
Yellowstone.
All right, I want to play a clip.
finale.
I'm going to play a clip from Yellowstone. Here it is. Beth says her final goodbye to her dad. Here we go.
Ooh.
You made me promise not to sell an inch. And I hope that you understand that this is me keeping it. There may not be cows on it, but there won't be condos either. We won. It breaks my heart that I had to lose you to do it. I'm gonna let you rest now, Daddy. You go be with Mom.
I was bawling my eyes
Were you really?
out.
I can't handle those
my
things
God.
right now.
I
cry at friggin' commercials. I can't handle
Dude,
it.
I was a mess.
Really?
Yes. I have a black heart. I never cry. I was a mess. The whole
But she was
show.
so close to her dad always, and she
The whole
she
show.
is a bad ass, man. Oof.
Well, and
Bad.
So what happened? How'd she win?
Oh, you gotta watch it. We
Oh, I'm
can't-
not doing
there's
that.
Not a spoiler
You can just
alert.
spoil
It's too
it.
soon.
It's not a spoiler.
Someone told me that new spinoff that's coming out is the 7th series from.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh my gosh, and I love them all.
Really? Because
Yeah,
there's
all
18
good.
something, 19 something, Landman, then there's Yellowstone, and then there's like the one coming out, and there's like 2 other ones. Jeez, that's a whole
With Sheridan.
universe.
It's like Law and Order.
I know. It's like a whole
Well,
thing.
Landman isn't a spin-off of Yellowstone.
Oh, thought it was.
Just produced by the same person.
Right. Same
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
By the way,
But back to Dua Lipa.
Yeah,
are
Dua
you back to
Lipa.
Dua Lipa? We're done with Dua Lipa.
No,
Go
let's
ahead.
keep talking.
Go ahead, Steve.
I love how you know all of her fashion that
Her
she
gowns.
wore. I love that.
By the way,
Where can you watch that?
the Dua Lipa special.
Mhm.
It was on CBS, I think.
So
It
like
was
none
on
of
CBS
none
last
of the
night.
apps.
Yeah,
I just
Hulu
don't
or
care
something.
enough about Dua Lipa.
I love
Like
that.
she's just not somebody that's in my radar.
Really?
She's
Like,
amazing. I love her.
I want to find
She
it.
is.
I'm with you, Steve.
I want to find.
I love her, but maybe that's too long of a show.
Was 2 hours?
No,
Was it 2
it
hours?
was so good because it showed like she talked about how she grew up. She was introduced to like her brother and her sister. She talked about she went back to like the guy in high school, her teacher that inspired her. That they reunited. They took her her like how she got her start in New York. I mean, it was so good.
If we find out where we can watch that, I'm definitely going to.
Yeah. I have here. I have a little bit of audio from it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I just found some. It's a long one, so I won't play the whole thing. Let's see this. Here we go.
Chills already.
Oh wow!
I'm telling you.
Just from that little bit, just having like a whole orchestra behind
That's
you.
the stuff that makes me emotional.
Right?
Yellowstone. Yeah. This right here.
Wow, that was good.
Is that an oboe? I'm moist again.
Oh my God, I'm tearing up. Is that an oboe?
The music is touching me.
What's the wind section's got me twisted.
Dude, I'm telling you something about the winds and not percussions. The what are those
Strings.
called? What's it called? We blow.
The flutes?
The blow. Yeah.
Trumpet.
Wind. Are those wind instruments? What are those called?
Wind instruments, yes.
Yeah.
Orchestra.
The woods. Are they called the woods?
Sure. Steve, did you ever see where Justin Bieber, not choreographed, but conducted an orchestra?
No.
Oh yeah, you gotta. It's not a show or anything. It's just like a behind the scenes.
Ooh,
One time he did it. It was really good, actually.
All right.
See, I really
Well,
feel
this
like
was just so good because it was elegant. It was just like so different. She stayed to her roots of just elegance and
It was
class.
good.
It
That's
wasn't
what I
like pop starry.
No,
it was,
and she's beautiful, stunning.
Mhm.
Is she and Trevor Noah still going out?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Ooh, I don't know.
You followed Dua Lipa, don't you?
I followed Trevor Noah.
Oh, whatever. That's a good couple, though. That's a good couple. I love him. I love her.
I secretly root against them.
You don't like anyone happy.
No. That's why I love Sarah sitting next to me.
All right. What's going on?
Bitter.
What's
Bitter
going on
jerks.
in Sleaze, Steve?
Well, we had that special last night, and tonight we've got some more. So, Little Big Town's Christmas at the Opera is on tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. on NBC. The 1 hour special of Liam Payne, Who's to Blame, is going to be tonight at 8 o'clock on Fox. So that might
His
be
drug
something
habit
to
is to
watch.
blame. Stop. It's over.
Didn't someone get charged with something for
Yes,
his?
everybody who happened to be
Yes.
around him who should have realized that he was a hard party.
Did his drug dealer
addict.
get charged? I'd
And
like to know.
Those guys never leave their real address.
Yeah. Or their real name.
Yeah. Do you like all the drug dealers I've ever known have been like C or Q ball?
Right, exactly.
I don't see that on their license.
No. What else, Steve?
Well, we didn't get to all of these on Friday, so some of the Billboard Music Awards went down on Thursday night last week, and the fallout has mostly been a bunch of people angry that Beyonce won Top Country Female Artist.
Yeah,
So
that's kind of rough.
Well, here's
the
thing, Steve, and we've talked about this. It's the pop world forcing country down music fans' throat, and the music fans are rejecting it. You know, if it was a country music award, it was a CMA award, she gets shut out just like she did. If it's a Billboard Music Award, well, she's going to win the award for Best Country Album, but it doesn't matter. That's not the case. If you say you have the best country album, but country music people that take the consumers of country music hate it, it ain't the best country album. Period. It's not hard to figure out. I don't know why they keep shoving it down our throat. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but you're thinking about the other female country artist,
The real
and
country
Beyonce
artist
winning it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I don't see
I
that.
wonder how much of that is a conspiracy.
I'm telling you, it's
She's
mainstream.
taking over the world.
It's mainstream trying to shove country or trying to shove her down country throat. And
Well, we've been eating a lot of their artists. It's about time
That's
they
true.
take a little taste of ours.
But we embrace their artists. They reject pop art. Well, they didn't reject what's his name?
Post Malone.
Malone. They didn't reject that. So I don't know. It's just her. It's just her. We talked about it because she's not authentically country. I mean, it's not. She's not. She's not
How
living.
is she not authentic?
She's from Texas.
She's from Houston,
Yeah.
Texas.
She doesn't. She
How
doesn't.
is she not authentically country?
She doesn't live the lifestyle. It's not hard.
What's the lifestyle
of country?
I'm
What?
just saying. Like, are you
Trucks?
saying?
She ain't
Are you
hanging out
saying
trucks.
country music
She-
is a monolith?
She hates fans.
Like all
She-
of a sudden now,
She hates fans. She doesn't drive trucks. She doesn't. There's anything about the country lifestyle that she embraces.
I will say, working in country radio and then pop radio,
It's different.
the country artists, the country fans, they're so much different and so much more relatable.
You
and
worked at K100. I mean, they will come out and meet their fans after shows.
I got
and-
to know Walker Hayes because he was so down to earth,
Yeah.
and as opposed to who are the pop stars?
You have an artist have one pop song, and all of a sudden they don't want to talk to anybody, and they have people, and it's like they're unapproachable, and they're missing shows, and they want $1 million, and
Yep.
country artists aren't like that, and that's why they have such a connection with the fans.
I wasn't even a huge country person when I worked at K100 to begin with.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't when I got into it, but as I started embracing country, I'm like, this is so much like the fans, the roots of it all are so
Yeah.
much better than pop.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, I will give that to it.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I'm saying. But that's what
it's what makes it enjoyable.
But that's what Beyonce doesn't do. She's
Right.
not going out meeting fans. She didn't give two F's about fans. She doesn't. It's the problem.
That's a good point.
All right, what else, Steve?
Well, so Morgan Wallen also won. So he took the award for the top male artist, top country artist, top country male artist, and top collaboration with Post Malone on their song "I Had Some Help." So
Morgan Wallen.
I have some audio.
I just wanted to say thank you guys for everyone who's supported me along my journey. As always, most importantly, thank you to my fans. You guys have just given me so much freedom to make music that I want to make, whether it's a song that sounds similar to something I've put out in the past or whether it's something that's completely different. You guys have always just at least given it a chance. I really just want to say thank you guys for being that way with my music. I hope I can come back next year and accept some more, but for now, I really appreciate it. God bless.
See, here's the thing. You can hear the sincerity in his voice. Beyonce
But
tries.
You can also hear he's like that voice is the same voice who's like, I bet you can't drive that truck off the dock.
Don't you make fun of Morgan Wallen. Is he single?
Like you just know damn well. Like he does sound very authentic, but he also has that voice that like inside me, I'm like, he's the friend that gets my kids in trouble.
But has a good time doing it.
Right. But I don't want to pick up my kid like covered in
get your kid in trouble. What are you talking about?
That is true. I don't need anybody else encroaching on my job.
I know.
Give it to him, Sarah. Give it to him.
Jeez.
All right, what else, Steve?
So Beyonce won top country female artist. She beat out Lainey Wilson and Megan Maroney. I would die to hear her speech.
What?
I would die to hear her speech.
I was just going to ask for it.
Does she even have a speech? Because she just
was she even there?
Past the podium.
Was she there?
She probably wasn't even there.
Beyonce accepts best country.
That is
artist.
Okay. I'm sorry. I can't.
That's what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
get on board with this.
No,
the Kanye West
Lainey
spiel,
Wilson?
like I can get on board with that because that was a good song.
That
was a good. She deserved that, but the country.
Yeah, there's not even a clip because I don't. She didn't show up at the awards. That's the thing. She hates her fans.
That kind of makes me really upset about. I mean, my blood pressure's rising a little bit right now.
Oh, settle down, Sarah.
I'm serious.
I mean, Lainey Wilson ain't that good.
Lainey Wilson is country though.
Yeah, at least.
And she's good. And so
she
is
is
Megan
good.
Maroney.
She is good. All right, Steve. What else?
Shabuzi won top song.
Shabuzi.
Top sales artist for of course, a bar song.
Love
Tipsy.
that. Love that
he
song.
won.
Yep.
And then Zach Bryan won top country touring artist, top country artist, top rock artist. And the other acts up for the top rock artists were Hoser, Jelly Roll, Noah Khan, and Linkin Park. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
All right. By the way, Steve sounds amazing today. I did some adjusting over the weekend, but there is a hum. So I don't know if I should go back to the other way where he sounds a little flat or he sounds this good with a little hum. I mean, I can work on it.
I don't even hear the hum.
I didn't hear it until you just mentioned it.
Oh, really? So okay. So maybe then don't worry about it.
I mean, you can hear it, but
he sounds.
He wouldn't have said anything.
But he sounds so good, does he not? Steve, say something.
Luigi.
Sounds like he's right. He sounds like he's right
see,
here.
like, everything's a little better with the hum.
Shut up. All right, thank you, Steve. That is Steve Sleaze on the 50s.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, we have hundreds of nice, newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance. Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 107.7 The Wolf.
You're live in the mix with DJ Javi.
Get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck. Get into it, yo. If you go to church, I said get into it, yo. I just she ain't gotta pull up. Get into it, yo. And I said I just gotta ball. Get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck. Get into it, yo. If you go to church, get into it, yo. If she ain't gotta pull up, get into it, yo. Yeah, you just wanna party. You just wanna lap dance. You just wanna pop up on these cons like you the Batman. You just wanna ball out in designer with your best friends. You don't wanna talk no more about it in the past tense. Get me out my zone. I'm just talking comfort, shoddy. I ain't give you nothing you could come for, shoddy. I got plenty things you make a run for, shoddy. Call him Ed Sheeran, he in love with my body. Get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck. Get into it, yo. If you go to church, I said get into it, yo. Like your shit ain't got a butt. Yeah, get into it, yo. And I said I just got a ball. Get into it, yo. Pop out with a truck. Get into it, yo. If you go to church, get into it, yo. If she ain't got a butt, and if you get into it, yo. Made it. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy, curvy, wavy feet, yeah. Little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy feet. Little waist, body yaddy 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 yaddy. Look at how I body that, ate it up and gave it back. Yeah, you look good, but they still wanna know we're making it. Saucy like a barbecue, but you won't get your baby back. See me in that dress and he felt like he almost tasted that. Num, eat it up. Go play okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest. You ain't never gotta heat me up. I'm present when I'm absent, speaking when I'm not there. Call them scary cats, I call them Carol Baskins. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy, curvy, wavy feet, yeah. Little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy feet, yeah. Little waist, body yaddy 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 yaddy. That's my best friend. Go it out and come back. When the mirror hits them houses. That's my best friend. Go it out and come back. That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2, 3 drinks, now she's twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking, she throw it out and come back in. As I'm my bestie in a taxi, fresh blow by her skin on town. She ready, look good with a T at the end. I'm a hyper every time, now my mom friend. She been down since the jellies and the go-go's. Now me stepping out the Jeep, got my nut nose. When we pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. It's a finicky, she gon' bring the energy. Hit a phone with a T like, guess what? All the rich ass boys wanna on first ice. End up, you could look, don't touch. And I'm bad for some bands every time we make up. I'm feeling freaky, tiger, I'm feeling freaky, tiger, I've been feeling freaky, you're on your way to see me. Got the mirror on the ceiling, you're in the mood to please me. I've been feeling freaky, you're on your way to see me. Got the mirror on the ceiling, you're in the mood to please me.
My little shorty always on time. I pick you up, come outside, take you for a ride. Body like December, don't summertime. Take off the top, sweet Caroline. Meet my jeweler, put ice on that. 2 diamond chains, what's the price on that? When you work, what you work, I invest in that. Itty bitty waist, but you're so fast. Let me.
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop in to one of their dealerships. Test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the princess of property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2 the Baroness. Sarah's here as well. I do have one of the listeners sent this to me. I thought it was kind of interesting. It's a Am I a Jerk thing. So this dude bought some tickets for him and his girl to see Taylor Swift when they first dropped, because she ended in Canada, and I think this dude, he was going to go see her in Canada, so he got tickets, a Vancouver show. Yep, $800 for the 2 tickets, $800, and so that, I mean, it seems like a lot, but really, he got really good seats, because when they first came out, it's not because now they're going for thousands of dollars. So he found out that she was secretly meeting up with her work friend for months after he found some flirty messages between the pair on Instagram DMs. So he confronted her, and she tried to deny it at first, but eventually admitted they'd kissed several times and had been having an emotional affair. So he was devastated after learning that she had cheated on him and had to complicate.
What do you do?
Whatever. He was just, I don't know. So anyway, so he has the tickets, and now the tickets have gone up since then, $3,000, $4,000, for the same tickets that he bought for $800, and it was supposed to be a special experience for the two of them. But she cheated on him. He sold the tickets.
Yes, yeah, you should have. That's what I would have done
Heck
too.
yeah, unless he wanted to go, which I doubt.
No.
Then sell those tickets. Shoot, make money off of them.
$2,400. Triple.
Good for him. Yeah.
Triple what he paid for the tickets. $2,400. And people are saying that they were pissed because he thought he was being a jerk. He should have maybe sold her the tickets for $800 or something. No,
what? So what?
She gets no enjoyment out of it.
I mean, okay, but if he wanted to sell it to her, and make a profit,
$2,400
but no, why wouldn't he sell it?
It's the going rate, right? Well, did you just say maybe just take her anyway because she loves Taylor Swift?
No.
So he's not.
You are crazy.
So he's not being a jerk. No,
Yeah,
I
I can't believe you presented this as something
present
we
this.
need to as something we needed to discuss.
I thought it was interesting.
Did you think
the
it
dude
was
asked-
interesting?
The dude said, "Am I an a-hole?"
Andrew,
So
if a
he
girl
wanted to know.
cheated on you
Uh-huh.
and did all the stuff that girl, would you take her to Taylor Swift after you just spent a bunch of money on it?
Definitely not.
Thank you.
Definitely not.
She doesn't deserve that.
I already
mean,
bought the tickets. I guess I'll take you and him.
I'm more spiteful in that I would still go and I'd take somebody else and I would post a gazillion pictures about my amazing time.
Yeah, that would be a great jab.
Wow, you guys are rough. I remember we had tickets. Me and Colleen had tickets to see Willie Nelson at the zoo, and it was hard times back then. This is 7-8 years ago when he was at the zoo, and I sold the tickets. I sold them for like double. I think I got $150 for the 2 tickets. I think I got them free even. I think someone gave them to me, and I had to turn them. And I told Colleen, we can go to the show, and then just things had been happening, and I sold the tickets. I'm like, dude, we're not going to the show. I sold the tickets, but we did get to sit in the parking lot. And I did take her to the parking lot, and we listened to the show. But I needed the $150. She still has not let me live that one down.
I mean, she
to this
deserves
day.
to go to that show. The girl who cheated did not deserve to go to the show. So
I don't
you're
know-
the a-hole in this situation.
I don't know why you put that in the same category.
Yeah.
Actually, you should have started with "Am I an a-hole?"
Yeah, you are the a-hole for not giving
Because-
Colleen what she deserves.
Well, if I needed the money, I'm not. It wasn't an a-hole. We used the money. Her and I together used the money.
Did
we needed
her
it.
and I together
Yeah.
discuss selling the ticket?
No. I sold the tickets.
Yeah.
So that's being an a-hole.
That's an a-hole move.
Wow, really?
It is.
I wonder how she. I never really asked her how she felt about it.
You just made that guy.
You mean you didn't know? Colleen's pretty open about.
Yeah.
She
never said. I mean, I told her I sold the tickets, and she. I mean,
She was like, "Of course you did." Then she took her red bandana off, put her joint out. She was like, "Yeah," took her boots off.
Wow. So he's obviously the a-hole then. All right.
No, you're the a-hole.
a-hole.
No,
You just made that guy look good.
He's fine.
that guy was definitely not
He's
the
not
a-hole.
the a-hole.
You are.
Yes. Hi, Taylor.
That
You're the problem.
If we needed the money, why? How am I the a-hole? I got the
You
tickets.
didn't discuss it with her.
No. Well,
You
it was
cannot-
a split second. It was
No,
a split second
that
decision.
is
Like
not true.
the dude needed
It
the
Not
takes
true.
30
The-
seconds to
not
send a
true.
text. Hey, babe, is it okay?
Dude,
Yeah.
The deal was on the table. The dude wanted the tickets.
And what?
Oh,
and he was
crap.
gonna go away because
Yeah.
somebody
Yes.
else said, No, he wasn't.
No, I had to get him those tickets.
Yes, you couldn't have said something like, "Hey, I got an opportunity here to make $150 off of some free tickets."
If you would have asked her, would she have
She
said?
probably would have said yes.
Would she have said yes or no? Go ahead and sell them, or did she really want that?
She would have
ticket?
said yes, but then I would have heard about it later. That and because I still hear about it now.
Right.
Oh, you sold the Willie Nelson tickets.
Have you made up for this behavior?
Yeah, we went and saw Willie Nelson.
He's still married to her.
Well, that doesn't mean resentments aren't there.
He hasn't said I'm sorry by extricating himself from her life.
No, we
being so dramatic.
I know.
God.
We ended up going to Huntington Center to see Willie Nelson. It was actually the show where he got sick, and he played.
So she didn't even get to see him.
God,
bro.
One minute you need to stop talking because you're just making yourself look worse and worse.
Okay, so again, did you make up for that fail also?
No, I did not make up for that one. Screw you guys.
You're such an a-hole.
Wow.
Well, see, that's why I asked. I guess I'm the a-hole. Wow. He is not the a-hole for selling
Sorry.
Taylor
Correct.
Swift tickets.
Correct.
Sorry, you can't come to your kid's graduation. I sold your ticket.
Dude, Perrysburg graduation tickets people are asking all online for them all the time. If I I would go to the graduation though. I promise.
For half,
You're
and then I'd
deflecting.
sell the rest of it.
I'm deflecting. All right, here's traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Oh.
We have an accident blocking the left lane on I-75 northbound after exit 181, the 105 exits. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias, low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Palace forecast. Today we're going to have clouds and light rain all day with a high of 56. Overnight will be cloudy with a low of 36. And right now it's 46 outside. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. For convenient locations, Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Oh.
Got 10 of my friends over at State Line Sauce, the number one hot sauce in all of Toledo. If you haven't got your State Line yet, you've never tried it, you're going to love it, especially if you're a foodie or if you have a foodie in your life. It makes a great stocking stuffer. Put some State Line sauce into the stockings there, or even a present. They have gift boxes of State Line as well that you can get. So check out StatelineSauceCO.com this holiday season. StatelineSauceCO.com and get sauced.
Right now is the best time of the year to buy a new Lexus during the December to Remember sales event. Save on in-stock inventory. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, choose from a selection of hand-picked, fully reconditioned pre-owned vehicles, including Lexus certified vehicles with interest rates as low as 4.99% APR and a 6-year unlimited mile warranty. Going on now at Lexus of Toledo, corner of Central and King.
Branch Towing and Auto Repair. 24-hour towing and road service, light, medium, and heavy-duty towing, and motorcycles, too. They also do complete auto care. Trust the experts at Brandt with your vehicle. And don't forget Brandt when you're looking to purchase a good quality used car. Brandt is located at 824 Kingsbury Street in Maumee. Call them at 419-893-5295. That's 419-893-5295. Brandt Towing and Auto Repair.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. That means it's time to save big on your next job. Right now, get your choice of 5-gallon pails of Valspar Signature Ceiling Paint or HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Flat Ceiling Paint for just $148. Plus, get it delivered to your job site with free same-day delivery when you order by 2 p.m. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 12/20. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
The hottest deals of summer are at Towers Armory right now. Bulk ammo prices so good you'll think it's 2019. 9mm brass, 1,000 round cases, only $250. That's $12.50 a box. 223 brass, 100 round bags, $50. 7.62 by 39 steel case in 60 round bags, $30. These prices won't last due to gunpowder shortages. Are you ready for the fall deer hunting season? Towers Armory has what you need. Raven crossbows, the best of the best. Stop in today and get the lowest prices on Raven crossbows in the tri-state area. Towers Armory has the best state-of-the-art range in the area, up to 43 yards long with programmable carriers. Mention this ad and get range time for $15. Towers Armory is paying top dollar for your unwanted firearms and accessories. Even an old broken gun may have value. The process is simple, risk-free, and we can handle the paperwork and pay you on the spot.
We're Towers Armory. Are you ready?
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective. A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually...
You know the day that I was born.
That's it, my friends, over Trade Genius. If you've been thinking about doing that crypto thing, now is the time to do it. Go to tradegenius.com, put a little bit into some crypto, and just see what happens. I did it for the first time, had known nothing about it, but Trade Genius made it super easy. And if you have to use the code word WRADIO, it's radio with a W in front of it. That's the code word to use at tradegenius.com. And you can diversify your portfolio into crypto today.
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2 the Baroness, and Sarah is here as well. It's time for the Sex, Love, and Relationship Report. This one to me was kind of interesting. If you're a woman listening, you think you're a catch. So funny. So funny. So you can't understand why you're still single.
And that's because you think that.
There's reasons you're single, even though you are a catch.
You have been on a journey.
You are not a look.
What?
Stop.
What do you mean?
Look.
What?
We really need to stop this whole kind of mentality of people thinking they're the prize. Like, it's not about winning something.
Demetrius,
and then,
I have got to believe you think you're the prize.
Yeah,
You know he 100%
Are you still with your girlfriend?
Can you
He does, yes,
look
he does.
at your? Can you actually be serious when you're talking?
No, look at him. Look at him. You just called his ass out.
Eyes are like
He thought he was going to be able to get that preach out without calling him out on his BS.
That's because I've been quiet all day.
You have been.
Have you ever heard people say, "God, you trigger me"? You freaking trigger people.
You do.
Calm down, Sarah.
Tell him, Sarah.
But what I'm saying is, like,
I'm just your mirror. I'm just your mirror, Demetrius.
I don't like this mirror. This mirror is tinier and has a lot more attitude.
Small but mighty.
Like it's like that magical mirror in the Disney movies that but all it does is nag you. Oh, you are the most beautiful. If you'd lose 5 more
If
pounds.
you were a little more self-aware, maybe
Right.
this wouldn't be such a tough conversation.
Holy, I'd never take the blanket off the mirror.
Sorry, go on.
Okay.
Can't wait to see where this goes.
But it's just weird. Like, none of us are prizes. We're I will tell you, there are days that I am not the prize.
There are days.
I'm holding my tongue so hard right now.
I know.
You're welcome.
But it's just like you go into it and you think because somebody has to chase you and win you that you don't have to do any work, right? Like the trophy doesn't put in work. The trophy just is the trophy,
Right.
I can't
You
take
should.
you seriously.
You need to put in the work
Yes.
because you're getting the trophy.
I
So whoever's with Demetrius, she needs to put in the work.
Whoa, hold on.
So anyway, here are the reasons you're single, even though you're a catch. They say you're closed off to new experiences. As a cynic, you'll be less likely to meet new people because you're not open to new experiences. Meeting new people is essential in the dating process, and sometimes just breaking out of your routine is required. When you're cynical, though, you find yourself saying no to new experiences. This is my routine, and they better. But people are just they tend to start being very standoffish, stubborn for no reason.
Is it like when somebody makes you watch Jeopardy? Maybe. And then pretend you like it?
This is the worst. Don't you ever do that.
What?
I swear to God.
What?
Don't okay.
Oh, this is something.
Yeah. Right. Because this is like when I first met the mistake. Right.
Oh, you're not with her anymore?
He's talking about the ex-wife.
Oh no. Okay.
And but what was proffered to me was, hey, I like all these things that you like. And so for a long time, we would watch them and she would feign excitement and interest. And then one day I found out she didn't like any of those things. She was just like, she hated Wii Sports. Like
she was trying to experience things with you, though.
But I would rather you just be real and let me go instead of going like this. Because now the things that I would look forward to, like sitting on the couch at 7:30 and watching Jeopardy, were not real things.
Well, I'm going to give you a perfect example. Donnie P, who he's divorced now, and I don't think Donnie knew, but I knew for a long time because Donnie P, one of his passions is Cedar Point. Loves Cedar Point. He's an every weekend guy. I'm an every weekend guy, whatever. And one time his ex told me, he's like, I hate Cedar Point.
Oh, that's a heartbreak.
It was a heartbreak, but she never.
But why wouldn't she have told him that?
She never told him.
Agree.
She never told him. So because but I think she saw so much joy that it brought to him. She didn't want to tell him and break his heart.
And then when the honeymoon stage phased away.
And by the way, Cedar Point sucks.
Yes. You're like, what?
You've been lying all this time? Yes. It's exactly what happened. But back to this thing, though. It's such a good point to where if you have a routine and you're looking for a desired result in your life, which is finding a man, you need to change your routine. I mean, that's obvious.
But here's the thing, though. If you have a routine and that is how you navigate, and that is the best structure that you have, right? You need to find somebody who fits into your routine.
Or that you're willing to adjust both ways.
And like who has a similar lifestyle to you. If you go out and you do something new, a new experience, and I've often found new experiences suck.
See, well, you think you're one of these,
right? But I'm saying
you.
If I'm doing something, I in my daily routine, I can meet people who are like-minded, and I can date people who are like-minded.
But how long are you going to do that?
I don't have to.
But how long are you going to do that for until you realize you're not getting the results you want and finding a mate? So you have to change. You have to bust out of that. Like you're going to do that for years? You can do that till you're 50, 60, 70? What? I mean,
I found in dating that if you really like somebody, you're willing to do those experiences with them. And if you find out you don't like it, well, that's fine. Like you don't continue doing it. You let them do it and be an individual.
And that's another thing. There's a difference between pretending to like something like your ex that said she loved Jeopardy and ended up not liking it. There's a difference between that and saying, look, I don't like it, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to watch it with you because I'm going to give this a try because you like it.
But you got to be honest. You can't go to Cedar Point for 2 years and pretend like you like it, and then all of a sudden one day break my heart.
It'd be like it sucks.
You got to be honest.
I would rather find out you're having an affair.
Yeah.
Than you've been lying to me about joy.
It's called open communication
Jesus.
and transparency.
Look at the two with
you put her too close to
two
me.
that have the biggest
Too
issues.
close.
These two with
The biggest issues.
These two with no experience, with no good experiences in love.
And with our powers combined. All right. Hate twins. Activate.
All right.
Form ass.
Reasons you
bitter.
Yes. Reasons you're single, even though you're a catch. You're jaded against potential partners. Do you ever find yourself making blanket statements about men as if all men are basically the same?
No. What do you mean?
Maybe you spend time with your friends sharing your dating horror stories, convincing each other that it's all a waste of time. A cynical
That's one
person.
thing I will not do. I will not sit around with my friends and just bash. Because it just makes me feel worse about the situation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A cynical person is suspicious and jaded. If you think all men will cheat and all the good ones are taken, or that men only want a physical relationship, you're going to create a self-fulfilling prophecy that keeps you single. So don't judge a whole gender. You got to take. But here's the thing with that though, is if you keep going after different guys, and you're having the same result because you're giving them a clean slate. You have to use your past experiences.
No.
There's a balance. There has to be a balance. I think there does.
Look,
these people are agreeing with
look,
you. These experts are agreeing with you. But
look, you can have your experiences with people,
Mhm.
right? And if you're saying that like over and over again you have picked this certain person,
Mhm.
right? Then that's a you thing that you need to figure out. But you cannot put that experience on somebody else that you meet. You cannot go like this. Well, every man has done this to me. So now you have not only the hurdle of getting to know me, but now you have to jump over the hurdles of the people that got to know me before you.
But again, how much of that do you forget? You try to brainwash, and how much of it do you keep there? Because
what I've learned is it sounds so cliche, but it's all learning experience of learning me and what I want and what I need to grow on and what I deserve. And if something didn't work out, it's like, okay, well, let's learn that about myself. Why'd I accept that? All this psychobabble. But no, you got to look at yourself and not blame everyone else.
Yeah. Like it's not.
Yeah, don't look at him like that.
Like it's crazy, bro. It's.
But do you agree?
I absolutely.
Okay, we agree.
All right, here reasons you're single.
Way to go, twin.
Even though you're a catch.
Bitter
Not
bitches.
twins. We are
Warm
not
ass,
bitter bitches.
Bitter bitches.
You can never be satisfied when it comes to romantic love. You want to feel that deep connection to another person. The cynic is incapable of this experience because they can never be satisfied. If you have a list of criteria that no one can attain, you won't find anyone worth dating. Finding fault with every person you go out with is an excellent strategy for never having to risk your heart.
I feel like
So
this is
true.
I feel like this list is very much like some men I know.
This list
What do you mean?
annoys me.
Like
all this.
the men in everything. Like the last point, how many men go over? All women are crazy. All women are crazy. And then this,
We'll still
they
date
all
'em,
have
though.
a perfect idea of what their perfect woman is, and then when she does not be as perfect as he thought.
Well, this one to me is interesting. Is the more everyone has a deal breaker. Maybe murder would be a good deal breaker. If you have a murder, if you have a past of murder, that's
You'd be surprised at
that's a
the
good
deal
breaker.
breakers that these guys want you to have if you're not perfect.
Well,
and they don't wait. They're not patient at all to wait to grow a little bit together.
Jesus. So, but here's the thing. That's not just a woman thing. That's a woman and a man thing. The more deal breakers you have, then the more trouble you're going to have in dating. I mean, really, you should pick.
That's
just a
what I mean.
handful-
If they have
You
deal
should just-
breakers, like their toenails are too
Right,
long, something simple like that.
they don't like Cedar Point.
Right.
It's dumb stuff to where
that's not. But okay, once again, this is all relative to you and to the individual. If this person holds Cedar Point in such high esteem, then there's no way he can have somebody in his life who does not hold that same kind of opinion because he loves it.
Yeah.
If I have a dog, right, and I've had this dog all my life, and I meet a woman, And she's like, you know what? I really love your dog. But then she goes out with her friends. She's like, I hate this stupid dog. I swear to God, every time this dog.
I have a couple girlfriends right now in this situation.
But when I say that, it's the level of affection, right? And then when you find out that like now she hates your dog, and it's a question of, do I get rid of the dog or do I get rid of you? I've seen those dog food commercials where they have it in the refrigerator and somebody mocks them. I'm kicking you out.
Well, here's the thing that's interesting to me is that this society now is very bad at self-reflection.
Oh my God!
And accountability.
Oh my God!
Wait, are you saying you're good at self-reflecting?
Bro, it took me a long time and a ton of
Okay.
therapy, but you know what? I sit there and I go over the things that I have done and how I have affected a situation. And my thing is, like, nobody comes out or goes into something with clean hands, right? So when you walk out, you don't just get to go, well, this person did it to me. I have to go, well, what did I do that contributed to this situation? And no one does it. I live in a town of vampires because nobody has a reflection.
Right. So here's the thing. So when you talk about this whole list, which is reasons you're single, even though you're a catch, because in our heads, we're not self-reflecting. So we think we're a catch. Instead of like me, like I'm like, okay, well, I'm 50 and I got kids and I have an ex and I'm broke and I don't. So you
shaped like an egg.
Okay, settled. I didn't ask you to add. I didn't ask you to add.
He's Moana, Demetrius, or Maui.
Yes, I forgot.
So, but you know, you're gonna accept a lot more from somebody else if you realize your own flaws.
I'll tell you what makes you a catch is being able to tell me the things you've self-reflected on and the things that you're going to maybe screw up with, but that we can work together on becoming better versions of ourselves.
Sure. And so you're holding this other person to this high-ass standard when you're not going, well, man, look at my flaws. Maybe we just don't do that. It's so crazy. And that's why we think we're a catch, because we don't self-reflect.
If you come to me and you say, here's my toxic traits, I'll be like, that's kind of hot that you just told me that.
Right? So, like,
you are aware of that?
Yeah, I'm going to let you know sometimes I'm really bad at communication.
Yeah.
And then there are some times that I just, like, forget things. I may forget. You may be talking to me, and then I may just zone out and pay no attention to you. Those are some of the things I'm really working on.
If a guy came to me and was like, you know what I'd love to do in the first few months of our relationship is go to therapy with you so I can learn how we're different and how we can communicate better. I'd be like, marry me.
I'd be like, you're gay.
No, but I swear, it's such a hard thing to do.
It is.
To get to know somebody
100%.
who doesn't know how to communicate.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, the reason you're single, even though you're a catch. Another one, you're too focused on what you don't want. You can create the opposite of what you don't want. Manifesting 101 teaches you to have to get clear on what you really want and what inspires you. And if you're feeling cynical about love, it's going to be difficult to know what inspires you. Knowing what you don't want keeps your focus on the negative and will only draw in more of what you dislike. Man, so true. I mean, this list is powerful, man. All right, a couple more real quick. You push away positive people and experiences.
Look, everybody's got a little black woman in them.
I even snapped a little.
Right, take it to church, girl.
Amen.
Yep.
Openness and curiosity are attractive qualities. When you're feeling cynical, you aren't open or curious. Instead, you're stuck in judgment and come across as a skeptical person.
I'm going to keep my feelings to myself. I can't talk about them.
This whole corner over here is just, man. It's just, you need so much sage right now in that corner. So I
saw that sage over there.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough for you two. All right, and a couple more. You aren't sincere. Sarcasm is the language of cynics. And sincerity is the language of lovers. Sarcasm and joking allow you to speak your truth while hiding under the cover of a joke, Demetrius, when your truth is rejected. Intimacy requires sincerity and authenticity, being able to put it out there. This is how you connect with another human being, Demetrius.
And the passive aggressiveness, making a joke. It's so funny.
Can't you be like all of it?
What do you mean? What?
Why can't you be all of those things?
What?
Sincere and sarcastic as hell.
You can, but people can't.
Oh, hi, I'm Steven.
I'm cynical, Sarah.
Like I was wondering, like, is it possible? Like, is sarcasm really that bad?
Yes.
No, it is
annoying
okay.
as that. It's
So here's
annoying
the
as
thing:
that.
there's a good balance. I can tease and do all that with the rest of them, but if it's not balanced with like words of affirmation,
that's what Steven
and
is-
positivity, and
that's
it's
what Steven's
always
saying.
just
Right.
teasing and making fun of,
Yeah.
no,
That's
we
what-
can be sarcastic,
Like,
but
for
when
me-
the pendulum
Or-
falls like this,
For me, I have the perfect balance of sarcasm and authenticity, which is why I'm a catch, because I do have a perfect balance of those. Like
You
me
have
and Steven.
twice as much good as there is bad, remember?
I just love when you throw out why you're a catch.
I know.
I think
just-
that
Right?
like sarcasm is fine if it's not laced with, passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And that's what most of the time.
Yeah.
if only everyone
It
could
is.
be like us. Just kidding.
Right?
Oh my
Be as self-aware.
I know.
Where's this group?
I'm joking,
All
by
right,
the way. I'm
and,
so joking.
and finally, you're trying too hard to protect your heart. Ultimately, cynicism is a strategy for protecting yourself from further hurt. You're attempting to cover the disappointment that things haven't worked out for you the way you've wanted. And while your heart may be protected from feeling any other disappointment, you are also preventing yourself from experiencing love and connection with other person. That's why you got to let it go. You got to try to let it go. Even though that's, I mean, it's funny. We tried counseling with my ex one point, and there was one thing that the counselor said. He was terrible, but there's one thing that he said, and it was that you sound. He told her, he said, you sound like you're bitter or becoming bitter, and becoming bitter is the worst thing that can happen to you. If you become bitter, it will affect your relationships. It'll affect your whole life. And it sounds like you're doing that. You got to figure out a way to come back from that. And that's a true statement. Once you become bitter or cynical or whatever label you want to get it, it is hard.
So hard.
It's going to be hard for you to find love.
My dad
Demetrius.
just wrote me about sarcasm.
Mhm.
He said the word sarcasm is Greek, means to slightly pierce with a knife, like a paper cut. So there's little sarcasm. Just keep on, just a little bit.
Will you stop
Just a
reinforcing
little bit.
her arguments? I mean, just stop.
You
She
got-
don't need any more ammunition.
Dude, it is true though, man.
It's just like the pokes all day.
I get it.
Yeah, and then they're cute and funny at first, and then by the 1,000th or by the 10,000th or whatever,
Or when
relationship,
it's
you're
not
like, dude,
balanced with
And
words
then-
of
or when it's
affirmation.
not balanced.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
When it's
all
all
of a sudden,
sarcasm.
I'm the crazy one because you pushed me to the limit.
I had to have a conversation once with
Man.
someone that
Uh-huh.
I said, dude, there needs to. As my finger's going, he looked at it.
She's like, I had to have a conversation.
My finger's pointing, and
with
Demetrius is
someone,
looking at my.
and
Not you.
Maybe I had to tell him whose name starts with Demetrius.
No, whose name starts with something else. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say. But I had to literally sit him down and be like, dude, there needs to be more of a balance between the teasing and the nice, positive words.
And actually, that's a great conversation to have with somebody because sometimes
You'd
they don't
think.
realize it. Here's the thing: like there are some people in this world, and I've had this happen several times, where they talk crazy to you. But you would be surprised how many times they don't even realize they're talking crazy because that's the way they always talk. And there's times where I've called them out. I'm like, first of all, don't talk crazy. Like, what are you doing right now? And they're like, what I do? Like, they don't even know. They sincerely do not know. And you do have to call that out sometimes and to bring it back to reality. Like Sarah said, if someone is being sarcastic or being just those mean funnies all the time, it's like, dude, stop. We can't keep doing this.
I would
that
always
ain't the
say
way to do it.
when this person would do this, after the sarcastic funny,
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, now call me pretty. Because we need to have a balance here.
Right.
I can't always be told all the things that you
Right.
think I suck at.
Well, but here's another side, because Colleen will throw out to me, that's all you ever do. You're sarcastic, whatever. But sometimes you only hear the bad ones, like because I'll be like, I'll point out to her, I'm like, but I said this and this and this and this, and yeah, I was sarcastic, but sometimes you don't hear them. Like if you're used to being put down or being sarcastic to death your whole life and all your relationships, you can kind of tune yourself out to even hear the positive.
But see, okay, on that I may push back a little, and this may be
Is it a
maybe
you problem
it's
type
because it's not a her problem and all the relationships that she's had or any of that. Maybe it's the fact that over and over again she's had to be on guard from your sarcasm. And so now she just actively listens to be on guard. And she's just like, now all she does is hear the triggering because all she's been is triggered.
I mean, that's possible. It is possible. I mean, I have no problem self-reflecting. That is a possibility, but I don't know. I mean,
I'd much rather blame it on other people.
I'm still a catch.
I'm just saying.
I'm still a catch. All right. There's some reasons why you may. That's a powerful segment. There's reasons that you may be single, even though it's exhausting. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm Kate to the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. We have an accident blocking the right lane on I-75 northbound right after I-475, the exit 204, and it's creating some slow traffic in the area. So add some extra time to that commute this morning if you're heading in that direction. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias, low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Palace forecast. Today we'll have clouds and light rain all day with a high of 56. Overnight, the clouds will continue with a low of 36. Right now, it is 47 outside. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodrow Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Who's bad?
Stephen B. here, my friends. I want to update you on my weight loss journey with the help of the wonderful ladies over at Holy Grail Wellness. I am down 81 pounds and counting. It is never too late to start your journey. Why don't you start today? Go to www.thestabbingnurse.com. Give them a call at 419-388-7760. Change your life with Holy Grail Wellness.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. That's right. Now's your last chance to trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
This is the famous footwear that everyone has on their holiday wish list. So don't wait to make it famous. Whether you're searching for their favorite character shoes or the hottest sneakers, slippers, and boots, Famous Footwear has the newest styles from Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, Timberland, and more. Unwrap Famous today and make everyone's holidays merry with buy one, get one half off at your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted a walk-up with central air and a skylight, and you found it. Now, every Friday night, you get to fall asleep to the sound of your downstairs neighbors' dance parties. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Hey, it's Amy Davis with Tom from Wojo's Heating and Air Conditioning, talking about quality products and words of wisdom from Grandma.
What we do is we try to sell the very best products that are available, though not just Lennox products, but we sell like Bradford White water heaters. Bradford White are just built heavier. They last longer. So I always remember what my grandmother told me. She was too poor to buy cheap stuff.
All right. And how do we get a hold of you here at Wojo's?
You can call us at 419-693-3220 or on the web at wojosheating.com.
Appliance Center Furniture and Mattress has everything fun for your home. You'll see the best brands in America and over 9,000 items on display. Plus, get same-day delivery and up to 48 months special financing today. Appliance Center Furniture and Mattress is the area's #1 rated superstore. Visit our Maumee or Sylvania superstores or our Maumee outlet. Shop AC.com or call 419-PAY-LESS.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. That means it's time to save big on your next job. Right now, get your choice of 5-gallon pails of Valspar Signature Ceiling Paint or HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Flat Ceiling Paint for just $148. Plus, get it delivered to your job site with free same-day delivery when you order by 2 p.m. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 12/20. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and Clear Skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms.
Hey, tell my friends over at Homemade for the Holidays, the place to shop local. It's a Christmas pop-up shop, kind of like Spirit Halloween, but it's located at Spring Meadows Shopping Plaza. It's open every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. until Christmas Eve. So if you're looking for a unique gift and by local vendors, local business people that are going to spend the money locally, support Homemade for the Holidays. It's across the parking lot. So the shop faces TJ Maxx on the other side of the parking lot. And we'll see you out there today at Homemade for the Holidays.
To play, just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrews and Demetrius in the morning.
Morning, Steve.
Hey. Man, I'm telling you, I'm glad I don't live in Pemberville.
Why?
If I were living in Pemberville, they're going to have a planned power outage from 8 a.m. this morning to 4 p.m. Like they're doing something with the substation, but like that's a long time to have no power.
No power,
and you're still paying that bill.
Yeah, they better give you a little rebate.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. But that's a long ass time. Like all the businesses are going to be shut down. All the residential.
Pemberville and I are fighting right now.
Uh-oh.
Why? Well, what'd you do? What'd you say?
Well, so we had, because
what'd you say?
They have the Pemberville Free Fair every year, which is a huge fair, and we were there every year. We bring our trucks and have fun, and you got to pay a lot of money. It's expensive to be there. Well, across there's a driveway, and on the other side is I don't know if it's a VFW or what's another one.
I remember this story.
Yeah, it's VFW or one of them or whatever, and they brought in trucks for free. So I had words with the VFW. So now the mayor doesn't want me to come back for the free fair this year.
The mayor got involved.
Yes,
yeah, because you went and yelled at veterans.
But the people from the place are like, we want you back. So there's a war between the people that put on the.
Star Wars a lot,
Dude, I'm not taking no BS. I don't care.
Have you ever self-reflected on that?
No.
Absolutely, all the time.
He's a rebel.
Oh,
he's just a rebel.
But here, it's.
Yeah.
Anyway,
use less words.
Yeah, what's going on in Sleaze, Steve?
Well, Kristen Chenoweth is defending Wicked against protests from the conservative group 1 Million Moms. So here's what's going on. So after the organization started a boycott of the Wicked movie, the conservative group's latest petition asked parents to pledge not to see the musical movie due to its pushing the LGBTQ agenda on families, particularly children. Of course, the musical contains a tremendous amount of witchcraft and sorcery, and that content prompts most children to avoid taking their children to see Wicked. But the film also shows not so discreet cross-dressing and men crushing on men, which parents may not expect. Instead of an uplifting Broadway musical about friendship and family, talent and resources were used to create a dark movie that also pushes wokeness. So,
That's what this account Million Moms, this conservative group, is saying. Let me ask you this: one of your favorite human beings in the world is here, Steve. Pastor Ben is here from.
It's one of mine too.
Cedar Creek Church.
I love Pastor Ben.
One of mine as well. Ben.
What's up, Steve?
Ben, how are you? I'll be back to church soon. I'm serious.
Steve, the reason he's here is we're doing a little intervention, Steve.
I just want to see your smile.
Says hi to me every time I come on.
Yeah.
And then
11 o'clock service.
Does he give you the, it's nice to have you back? It's been a while.
Yeah, the guilt.
It's been a while.
The guilt tone.
Dude, that's got to be the worst for a pastor when you get the "it's been a while."
Or when they immediately say, "Let's pray," because you need to be prayed for.
I saw you on social media, so let's have a little prayer.
Now listen, you guys aren't helping. Everywhere I go, people hear I'm a pastor, and it's like a public confessional shows up.
Yeah.
People feel all awkward, and it's just not helpful.
Pastor Ben, let me ask you.
Especially me.
The reason I brought you in, Pastor Ben, is this whole wicked thing. How as a pastor do you handle that? Because obviously there's witchcraft and and whatever in there. How do you handle that, like with kids that love this, people that are loving this movie?
Let's roll this back. The whole reason I brought you in is because of the wicked thing,
right? I know.
I found
Hey, like, you know what? I'm gonna bring in one of my God people.
He's an expert on wickedness.
You just talk about sorcery and things. How do you defend the children's souls?
The children's souls.
My wife and I did enjoy watching the musical. I haven't had an opportunity to see the movie yet, so I don't know that I have a ton of personal observations to share.
Okay,
but what was your question?
Just in general, how do you handle that as with the going to see the movie, or your patron, or not your patron, constituents going to see the movie or whatever, and whatever.
It's congregants.
Congregants, constituents.
People.
Yeah. You're not
congregation, I believe is the word you guys are looking for.
Thank you, Stephen. All right, what's going on? What else is going on, Steve?
We almost got an answer, but sort of.
I will say I didn't realize that at all when I went to the movie, and I guess if you're not looking for it, it's not something that you leave the theater.
It's people using their imagination and creating characters.
There is a lot of this society of waiting to be offended,
right? Yeah, they're reaching.
I know a lot of people that go. There's this woman that I know that I deal with on a daily basis. Dude, you have to watch what you say to her, because she'll be like, she'll get offended by it. I'm like, first of all, as I said, I'm not. We're settled down. We're not
creating a false narrative and making it define you.
Dude, she's so just ready to be offended. That's the way a lot of people are like that in the world now.
I think I need that Demetrius Nicodemus noise on my device.
Oh God!
Right?
It's gonna be my ringtone when I text.
Man.
All right.
I just want to point out that you can't expect a movie with witches in it to not have witchcraft.
Right. I agree.
But you walk out of there not thinking. All you're talking about is how good the movie is, how great the actors are, how good they relate to each other. I mean, it's so crazy to me how people in this world just create the drama.
After seeing Wicked, I've decided that I want to be a lesbian.
Yeah.
Is that
how it works? Is that how it works?
It's all because of Wicked.
I thought you were going to lean towards sorcery, but I guess lesbian is number 2.
It's all Wicked's fault.
I can't wait to take you to Transformers and you decide to be a Camaro.
All right, what else, Steve?
Well, Will Smith is shutting down any rumors that he partook in Sean Diddy Combs' freak-offs gatherings hosted by the rap mogul that allegedly involved sexual assault and sex workers. Now, the actor, who has recently gotten back into music, performed a concert on San Diego on Friday and took a moment to distance himself from Combs between songs. He says, "The world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to discern what's real and what's true, And I've been seeing all these memes and stuff. Some of this stuff is funny, some of it's funny, but I haven't addressed any of this publicity. But I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have anything to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop those memes." So,
here's
I don't know.
Like when we were growing up and Will Smith was doing his music thing, Did any of us think he was kicking it in the same circles as P. Diddy?
No.
No, not the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, no.
He wasn't.
He was pop. They would make fun of him.
Yeah.
Like in the Jay-Z, Puffy, Notorious B.I.G. circles. Will Smith was a joke.
Yeah, Quincy wouldn't let him go to a P. Diddy party.
Yeah, no, I agree with that for sure. What else, Steve?
Okay, so I look at this, you guys. Travis Kelce really splashed out for Taylor Swift's 35th birthday. A source claims he spent close to $175,000 on gifts.
On gifts?
Or 0.000% of what she's made on tour.
Right. So she finds 175 grand in her ashtray.
Right? It's change in her car.
Yeah. How does that break down, Steve?
So he sold little over $19,000 for 35 luxury flower arrangements from the Million Roses Company. A little over $60,000 for a rose gold day date 36 Rolex. So $22,000 for a Tiffany & Company gold split cup bracelet featuring a heart engraved in the inside, and a little over $25,000 for an Elsa Peretti open heart bracelet. $47,000 for a necklace, pendant, and matching earrings from Van Cleef & Arpels Umbrea collection. So, brothers,
this boy is working his ass off to keep his spot.
How do people find out about this? Like, does he write down everything and send it somewhere to be published that he just bought?
Oh, his publicist
But
definitely
still,
put it out.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
crazy.
about that.
That's a lot of jewelry. That's a lot of jewelry.
They can't keep up the facade if he's not announcing what he's giving her for her birthday.
What is the facade?
The facade. That's what I was trying to say.
Did you really not know?
I was like, I'm like, are they opening one of those up in the mall? I can't wait to go to the facade.
That's what I meant.
It's lined with all the fagames.
Poor K2.
Oh, that was cute.
You ain't gotta take
That's
it,
what I
girl.
go by. I'm cute.
Sorry, I'm not.
Girl,
I'm laughing
you
with
ain't
you.
gotta take it.
What'd you say, Steve?
I said, you ain't gotta take it, girl. You ain't getting no checks.
That's why you get the little effort.
When I get paid, you get words.
Real words.
Real words, not the ones I'm making up in my head.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
Go on with the babo.
The what?
It's show, but babo until I get paid.
That is
with the facade.
Steve's sleaze.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, we have hundreds of nice, newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance. Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 107.7 The Wolf.
Bring it.
Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by Taylor Automotive, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia dealers, along with quality and used cars from the top foreign and domestic automakers. Stop by your local dealership, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. The show is also brought to you by Holy Grail Wellness, homemade for the holidays, Christmas pop-up shop with almost 20 vendors, and Furniture Palace. Now back to Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius Nicodemus, Kelly Lantz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, the Baroness, Stephen B. Hardy, Sarah's here as well, and we got a special guest in the studio, the big dog from Cedar Creek Church. Pastor Ben is here. Ben, good morning. Ben
Good
Schneider.
morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, dude, I love having you. Every couple of years, we love having you in to just kind of talk and stuff. And I always say this to anyone: you're one of the kindest guys I know. You're one of the most authentic guys I know as well, especially when you're preaching and you get up there. And every time Colleen and I go to church, we're like,
It burns.
I'm like, it's like he's talking directly to us, and
Yes.
it happens every single time.
When I found out Pastor Ben was in today, I'm not here every day, but you were part of the reason I wanted to come in because I enjoy your sermons so much
thank you.
at Cedar Creek White House.
You must like all my sarcasm. You
Yeah.
guys, speak so well.
Let me tell you what Pastor Steve has to say about sarcasm. No, I'm kidding.
So Ben, I was watching one of your sermons on television a couple weeks ago, and it actually cut off in the middle, but it was so fascinating to me because it was basically talking about what is a real friend versus what is a friend that can do something for you, almost a business relationship. And it was super fascinating to me.
The one about encouraging people. I think that's
Was it that one? I don't
The
remember.
series was Frientimacy. It was about how do you become friends with people. I think we called it Friends, but the concept is building life-giving friendships is harder than we think. I mean, you talked about that in the previous segment, even with significant others. And that story comes from Arthur C. Brooks. He wrote a book, From Strength to Strength. He's a Harvard business professor, very successful author. And he was hanging out with his family. He got a phone call and went to the other room, took it. And when he came back, his teenage son, Carlos, said, who was that? And he was like, a friend. And he said, was it a real friend or a deal friend? And Arthur was like, that's interesting. What do you mean? He says, well, Dad, you got a few real friends, but you have a lot of people that you do deals with. And that opened up his eyes to how sometimes we have a lot of friends that's not bad. They're just people who we do favors for each other. And that's really the foundation of our friendship. But how many people are there with you, for you, through it all? And that would be a real friend. And those you can usually count on one hand.
That's so true. And the other thing too that you said was interesting is like you have that set of friends as well, and they've seen all sides of you. Like you don't filter yourself with those friends. So to have that kind of friendship, it's hard to get those.
Yeah, it is. And I would say I know the ideal is you don't filter yourself, but I know for me, there's still parts of me that are embarrassing, that are hard to share, even with real friends. It's I think the temptation for so many of us is to present or project the version of ourselves that we think will be most liked or that we are
the
comfortable
Facebook
with.
version.
Yeah,
the Facebook version.
Facebook,
Everything's perfect.
Instagram, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Or sometimes it's not. Like I'm the sarcastic version of myself because I got to crack jokes all the time because
Demetrius?
I don't want to. I was looking in his general direction. Why are you looking at the wall, Demetrius?
Look at him.
He feels the spirit looking at him.
It's all a conviction in the room.
It burns. But even with friends that you're close with, it is hard to create an environment where it is safe to share and safe, or where you feel comfortable enough to be that kind of honest.
Well, commonly people like, especially, commonly guys are like, well, they don't share their feelings a lot. Why is it important to have those people that you're less guarded with, or people that you consider true friends? I mean, like ones that they can't do anything for you. You're just there. They're your friends because they like you.
The surface.
Yeah. Did you read the Surgeon General's report on the epidemic of loneliness that's sweeping our country?
I'm going to lean heavy on no.
Yeah, whatever. It sounds terrible, but they say that the state of our friendships is deadlier than smoking a half pack of cigarettes a day.
Really?
Like loneliness. And I have a feeling there are a lot of people who have people in their lives, or there are people who are married who are still desperately lonely. And so one of the tips for me that I found with guys, and I'm being stereotypical, not every guy's like this, but some friendships work great face to face, where you sit down, you have a cup of coffee, or you're sharing a meal or beverage or whatever, and you just start talking about life and whatever. But a lot of guys, that seems weird, and it's like, I don't know what to talk about, and we talk about all the sports stats, and then it's like, you don't know what to say. So instead of face to face, I do this with my teenage boys. We walk shoulder to shoulder, or we look for shoulder to shoulder activities where you're watching something, you're engaging in an activity, you're tackling a house project, and it's during the shoulder to shoulder time where you're looking or engaging in something outside of you, where you can begin to build a degree of trust. And it's amazing how in those shoulder to shoulder times, something will come up that is like very personal, that if you were having a cup of coffee, you never would have talked about. Right. But, playing flag football, man, that was cool at the end. And, a couple things comes up, and then you find yourself kind of hitting on some of those more personal aspects of life.
But it's crazy that you say that too, about how important having real relationships is, or just, is it real relationships, or is it just communicating, having people that you can actually confide in and not keeping it to yourself, or both?
Yeah, I would say it's a little bit of both. Yeah. I mean, a life-giving friendship is somebody where the real you and me can show up, where, typically when we have a very difficult day, or I'm going to poke into when we're really ashamed, like you're carrying something like, man, that did not go the way that I wanted. You need somebody who can see that, hear that, and they want more for you than they want from you. And finding people who, a lot of times we're all kind of consumeristic, selfish people at our core. And so we tend to look at people with a utilitarian aspect, like what can you do for me? And it's hard to find people who want more for you, even if it costs them something that's valuable.
Wow. Pastor Ben is here from Cedar Creek Church. Ben, as we get into this holiday season, we're 8 days away from Christmas Eve and Christmas. Why is this time so important to us?
First of all, I think the toughest part of this season, when all you hear is the joy and the music, and from our church perspective, it's the day that celebrates light coming back into the world. Like hope is here, joy is here, God's son was born. Like that's all a source of joy and hope. And yet there are so many people who struggle with their day to day. They're struggling to find that hope. They feel really alone. And so there's an interesting tension that some of the people in your audience can relate to, where it's like, man, I wish I could find some of that. I wish I had more hope in my life. And if that's you, man, I hope that you find, some hope in what we're going to share today, a life-giving church or a group of people who want more for you than from you. But ultimately, that's what the Christmas story represents, is that God didn't leave us on our own. He stepped into the mess. He became one of us. That's what Emmanuel means, God with us. And so when from a Judeo-Christian perspective, that message is super powerful and hope-filled when you allow your soul to receive that.
Wow. Pastor Ben is here from Cedar Creek Church. Ben, would you say that you've been doing this a long time, from your experience, are people finding life harder today, or is just because we're living in today, we don't have a lot of perspective, we don't remember a lot of the past, but are things harder for people today than they have been in the past?
Andrew, that's a great question. I can't tell if I'm just getting older and therefore I'm just complaining more about life, or if life is actually getting harder.
Right?
But the statistics say that, we're struggling with anxiety and internal mental illness stuff more than ever. And it could be in part because we have language for it in a way that we didn't, 30 or 40 years ago. So we know, and so it's like, the stats say it's going up. Well, we know what to call it now. And a few years ago, a couple decades ago, it was just suck it up, buttercup, like figure it out, don't call me. And so, but I think in light of, if you talk to school teachers and they're like, what was the impact of COVID? Whatever side of, whatever perspective you're on, it impacted our kids. And it's going to impact, which is impacting our families, which is going to impact our future. And so this new reality, like it or not, has presented some challenges that maybe we didn't expect. And I think overall we're doing well, but there are some pretty important things that we need to keep paying attention to and investing in on behalf of our community.
Wow.
I have something that I thought of asking you that kind of piggybacks that, is that, like, what's one of the main questions people ask you at Cedar Creek about life?
I talked to a guy this weekend. I said, what brought you to church? And he said,
my car.
Shush with your sarcasm.
Pterodactyls.
That's so fast. I wish I had that.
He is fast.
I so wish I had
that. On a daily basis, man, he's fast.
Yeah. He looked at me, he said, my life's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are people who, when life is a mess, and he said, it took me forever to decide to come. And so when people's lives are a mess, they don't know where to go. And I've heard this statement all the time. I almost didn't come. I thought the building was going to catch on fire, fall down, whatever. Like there's this prevailing belief that God is out to scorch whoever has made a little bit of a mess of their life. And I have ideas of where that comes from. But when you think about the Christmas story too, it just pushes against that weird thought that God can actually meet you where you are. And yes, change may need to happen. Yes, there are consequences for choices that we make. But if you have breath in your lungs, you can experience life change. If you're not dead, God's not done with you yet. And so a lot of people want purpose. They want hope. and they count themselves out believing that God could ever do something unique in their life.
Wow. Pastor Ben, I tell you, you're one of the most thoughtful people in this community. We're not thoughtful as in like thoughtful as in thought thinkers. You're one of the biggest thinkers in this community, man. And every time I go in, I just love what you have to say. The words, everything about you, and you're authentic. There's no nothing against it, but there's no God, like this performance. There's not a performance.
I miss that.
You know,
do you really?
I like that preaching.
I like that. That is, I mean, I would like to see more crutch throwing. More laying a hand. If you could pick up a couple of snakes, that would be dope.
Make that wine into water, or water into wine.
Don't do the opposite.
Yeah, you would not be popular.
He turned all my wine into water.
This is
the worst church I've ever been to.
There might be some people that like that.
Pastor Ben and I have never met, but this man has made me cry so many times with this.
Man.
Good cry, like realization cry. No, cry as in like, oh, that really touched my heart,
And that's why I think too is that you fit in here with us, because I mean, really, who we are off the air and who we are on the air is the same person, and really who you are on the stage or the pulpit or whatever, and who you are one-on-one is the same person. And there aren't a lot of people that can say that, and I can definitely say that about you. So
thank you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming in. And of course, Christmas is your big time to shine. When are your Christmas services?
Yeah, Christmas services start on Saturday at our Perrysburg Rossford location, and then Sunday morning, and then Monday night and Tuesday all day. If you go to cedarcreek.tv, you can find service times at potentially a location near you. And I got to preview the Christmas service. I am so excited for what our creative team built. We built like an advent calendar style house. And so it's like a variety show, like open up different doors, different experiences. And our creative team built all of it in-house using local talent. So it was pretty cool.
And even if you don't go to church, what I love about the Christmas show is that it's like going to see, I don't know, a Trans-Siberian Orchestra or the Nutcracker or whatever. It's not really a service at that point. I mean, it is, but I mean, there's just so much show to it.
It's
and
a mini concert.
It really is.
Yeah, so you're saying it's a must-see for the holiday season.
Absolutely. It's one of the, you should put on their list as a must-see for the holiday season, because you guys really go all out. I don't know how you top it every single year. It's got to be
and their talent who's on stage are like incredible.
Yeah,
absolutely. We've got a lot of local talented people who love it, and NBC is actually going to be showing our Christmas service on Christmas Day at 11 a.m. on TV as well. So you can tune in on Christmas Day to get a little taste of that. But in person, it is so much better.
It is. It really is.
So much
Watching
better.
online doesn't do it justice.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's great, but
you
got to go on.
Pastor Ben Schneider from Cedar Creek Church, the head guy. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
thanks for having me on.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Same to you.
All right, here is traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. Roadways are clear. Not seeing any delays in the area. If you do see one, please let us know. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias, low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Palace forecast. Today, it's going to be cloudy with some rain starting in about an hour. We're going to have a high of 56. Overnight will be cloudy with a low of 36. Right now, it's 47 outside. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodrow Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Go ahead, Steven.
Oh.
Thank you. There it is. There it is. Got to tell you, my friends over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. Great Christmas gifts, great stocking stuffers. State Line. If you have a foodie in your life, if you are a foodie, you don't want to miss State Line Sauce. You get it by going to StatelineSauceCO.com. StatelineSauceCO.com. This holiday season, get sauced. company. And if you've got a side hustle, a small business, part of the gig economy, you need to hear this.
If there's a record of them getting paid as a 1099 employee, they definitely want their own insurance. There's always a line to figure out when something is just going to be covered personally and when it's going to be covered as a business. And that's why we like to help families and family-owned businesses, because it's hard to find that line. For example, people who are doing delivery in their cars, that's not going to be covered under their auto policy unless they add that coverage on. So people who are doing that, whether it's delivering food or groceries or driving people around, they need to make sure that their auto policy is covering. Maybe they started a small business online, or they're doing something. There comes a line where their personal home or auto policies aren't going to protect them. And it's good before they cross that line to make sure that they're covered.
How can we get a hold of you at Regan Insurance Company, Tom?
They can call us at 419-292-0001 or online at reganins.com. It's REGANINS.com.
Oh, by the way, Ivan's no longer on the project. His wife got a new job, so they're moving across the country.
Robin's top researcher is deviating to a new market. This isn't standard.
And now we're short-staffed. Who's going to finish all these projects?
She needs a cluster of new data analysts, and there's no margin for error.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
The Spirit of the Cowboy special.
Spirit comes from the soul. It's not something that happens to you. It's something that happens in you.
You take pride in yourself. You take pride in your brand.
It's hard work. It's perseverance. It's dedication. And it's preserving what's old and keeping it new.
The Spirit of the Cowboy is the last wild free thing left.
Boot Barn. Share the West.
This is the famous footwear that everyone has on their holiday wish list. So don't wait to make it famous. Whether you're searching for their favorite character shoes or the hottest sneakers, slippers, and boots, Famous Footwear has the newest styles from Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, Timberland, and more. Unwrap Famous today and make everyone's holidays merry with buy one, get one half off at your local Famous Footwear or famous.com. Some exclusions apply.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part, they accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Tired of carrying too many remotes? Now, TAS Electronics can install a car starter using the original factory remote on most domestic and imported vehicles. We are Toledo's remote car starter experts.
TAS Electronics, it's hot.
Everybody loves warm buns, and TAS Electronics says, come and get them. This week at TAS, get a heated car seat for just $149 installed, including both back and bottom. You'll wonder how you ever survived winter without one.
TAS Electronics, it's hot.
Why not make an appointment to see my buddy Joel Cook at Fast Lane Auto Care? Have Joel and his ASC certified mechanics give your car its annual physical. These upcoming months are the worst months to have a breakdown. Not that there's ever really a good month for that. Keep your family safe and sound by making sure your car is safe and sound. Look, we don't want your life savings, just your business for life. Fast Lane Auto Care is at 4th Street, the Anthony Wayne Trail. Go see my buddy Joel.
Fast Lane Auto Repair.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
I tell you, my friends over at Trade Genius, if you're thinking about crypto, now is the time to do it. I personally got into crypto about a month ago. With TradeGenius.com. It's my first time ever. Didn't know anything about it. They helped me through. It was super easy. I'm super excited about it. Now they're a sponsor here at 107.7 The Wolf. You just got to use the code WRADIO, radio with a W in front of it. TradeGenius.com. Diversify your portfolio into crypto today.
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by Taylor Automotive, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia dealers, along with quality and used cars from the top foreign and domestic automakers. Stop by your local dealership, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. The show is also brought to you by State Line Sauce Company, Furniture Palace, Regan Insurance. Now back to Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latch, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, the Baroness, Stephen B. Hardy, and Sarah is here as well. It's time for Sarah for a part of the show where we
oh my God, are we doing it? Is this
what is
is
it?
this going to be another face? Really?
What is it?
Is this going to be? I love this.
It's where we open up Stephen's Facebook page.
Oh,
Cool.
phew.
And,
Can't wait.
and read statuses from Stephen's Facebook page. So let me pull it up.
Last
here.
time we did this. Last time
Oh, you
we
were
did
here?
Yeah, I did it once, and I remember getting on his page before I got on. You know, I stalked people on the show before I actually came in. And I'm like, oh, wow, this guy has a lot of insight. He's on a journey. Well, no, I realize he's just drunk and sharing his feelings, and he doesn't even know what they are.
Just
The next
part
morning,
of the journey, lady.
the next morning, he's got to do collateral damage. And
He's like,
journey lady.
I can't believe you're mad that my journey has a bar card.
I truly thought, like, oh, I can't wait to get to know this guy. Maybe he'll teach me a thing or two.
Yeah.
Not to drink anymore.
Yep, lemon goes best with tequila, lady.
Yeah.
It's what I do. I drink and I know things.
Here we go. It's where we this is where we read Stephen B. Hardy's Facebook statuses. I hate when paparazzi bugs me.
Paparazzi.
You mean aerial photos?
Who's taking those drones?
Some damn drones, man. Some damn drones.
Who's taking pictures of you?
Drones over my house.
No autographs, please.
What, the DMV?
I hate when paparazzi bugs me. When I'm
Your mom with her phone?
Smile for the picture. Smile, honey. You're doing great, honey.
Oh my.
Paparazzi.
Will we ever get a good Christmas picture?
This post is being taken so out of context. They need to see the video.
First 5 words.
I hate when paparazzi bugs me when I'm out in the streets doing my thing, man. Streets doing my thing, man.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Trying to be incognito.
Uh-huh. All right, what else you got? I know I shared some juicy stuff.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
Oh, that's all it was?
Yeah, that's it.
You're so
You
popular.
got to watch the video for that. That's all.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
There's a video component to this post.
Yeah.
Stephen B. Hardy's Facebook statuses. Son of a bitch. If I hear anyone using my slang, I'm slapping bitches.
What's your slang, Stephen B. Hardy? Let me know what that one was.
You'll know it when you hear it. Can't just make it up. It just kind of happens.
It's got to happen.
No, but I do have like a lot of slang and like terms and stuff that I
That you've
use
made
that
up?
only I use.
Like-
so when
I'd
others
like to call
use
them
it,
Hardyisms.
Hardyisms. I actually like that. My Hardyisms.
Like, can you give us one?
You know, I do that a lot.
Oh,
That's like
it's
one
your,
of my things.
you put your tone onto it and you
Mhm.
call it yours. Oh,
Yeah, it's mine.
gotcha.
You know?
Is that not how America was started?
Did you just
I'm American.
use you and no at the same time?
You know,
that's my thing.
Yeah, but who else says it?
A lot of people
I do.
say that.
I've never heard anybody else say it around me.
So
It's
how are people
ever
using
just
it?
me.
So how are people using it then?
Well, I'm
like,
saying the girls that I hang out with, it starts rubbing off on them, and then they'll start, we
they
go our
start
separate
rubbing
ways.
off on you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of rubbing going on,
Ew.
but some friction,
You know?
you know.
You know?
Yeah, how about all of Canada?
Yeah, but we're Americans,
We're Americans.
so it's more rare here. So that's my slang. That's my thing.
Reading Stephen B.'s Facebook post. Here you go. Marriage is a partnership.
Hey, that's my thing.
yeah.
You know,
You know? Marriage is a partnership. A man can do for a woman what she cannot do for herself.
Oh my God.
And a woman can do for a man what a man cannot do for himself.
thank you, Google.
It's not as hard as everyone wants to make it out.
Oh my God.
Has this man ever been married before?
No,
oh
clearly
God.
not.
He's a kid.
Should we sit him down, Demetrius?
Right, and just go and slap the hell out of
No.
him. Like,
do
what are you
I
doing?
look like a man that needs slapped? I don't think
you look like a man who pays for it.
You don't. You don't actually know Stephen B. Hardy. You know.
You know.
Did I say it the same way you do?
That's my slang.
You know.
Yeah, you know.
You clearly don't. You don't. That's my thing. You don't.
Listen.
I don't. I'm not listening to you.
Listen, I will take advice about successful marriages from successfully married people.
See, now, but there's always two sides to that.
First of all,
there's
buddy,
two sides to that.
nobody learns anything from winning.
Right.
People learn from losing.
That is
Yes,
true.
yes.
It is true.
All right, Aerosmith, why don't you keep dreaming on over there, buddy?
Oh.
Don't use that. That's his thing.
You're right.
It is true though. Like, would you rather? I'd rather hear. I don't know.
How
would
old are you,
okay, let me
Stephen B. Hardy?
I'm 33.
let me ask you this. Yeah, anyone in the room, would you rather get business advice from a man that has been that has had businesses fail, or would you rather have get advice from a man that has only had successful businesses?
Businesses fail.
Successful? Kate, you said successful.
I would want both.
Demetrius said fail. You can't have both. You can only pick one.
Businesses that
What's
have failed.
what's more important? Which
failure is more important?
Okay,
because
Sarah?
failure teaches you about overcoming. It teaches you how to adapt. Failure teaches you a lot.
Sarah, what about you?
That's a loaded question for me.
I don't know.
Probably fail.
Okay.
But also that person has to be good at teaching. Some people want to like preach to you and expect you to do it, and other people are like wanting to.
They can't. It's just.
Okay. Sorry. That's why I said it's a loaded question.
Yeah, all right.
People who fail for sure.
What about you, Kelly?
I'm going to say I'm going to get it from the people who are successful.
All right. Why do you say that?
Because if you fail and you keep failing, you do learn the lessons. But if
Right.
you're not adjusting, then you're not going to be successful.
I guess if you've been successful, most likely you failed at some point.
Well, I don't know. That's what we need to find out. All right.
Yeah.
And Steve, what about you? Would you rather have from someone successful or someone that's
Or
failed?
I would
Or
rather
you.
have
Or
successful.
you.
I would rather have successful.
Successful, failed,
Yeah.
or Steven.
Yeah. Steven's like a mix of both, though.
Yeah.
He's a perfectly balanced mix of failure and success.
You know?
You know?
You know?
It's growing on you guys.
You
I'm
know?
telling you. I've never heard this phrase said so much until today. You know?
All right, here we go. Statuses that's Stephen B. Hardy on Facebook. Here we go.
Man, how many did I make?
People be lying. People be playing games. Overwhelmed by too many options and still can't choose the right one. Waiting on an ex to change their ways.
Oh, this is
Bro, I was really hoping this was about Netflix.
It was a movie I watched.
Waiting on an ex to change their ways, keeping exes around in general, in love with someone who don't love you, in love and being used, etc. Just easier to be single, man, until the right one finds you. My chasing days are over.
We knew that.
Because you got to catch them.
Here we go.
You know?
Here's the end. See me or stay blind. You know?
Your thing
Who
too?
That's
are
my
you?
thing.
See me or stay blind. Wow.
I'm just saying.
Calm down, Stevie Wonder.
It's another copyrighted patent of Steven slang. So
See me or stay blind.
Oh, damn.
you like it? You're
Damn.
gonna start using that. I can feel it.
See me or stay blind.
Mhm.
People be lying. They be playing games. Man,
Mhm.
see me or stay,
Stay
blind.
blind.
Man.
Mhm.
It's like what's the guy that's the guy with the beer guy? Stay thirsty, my friends.
Dos Equis.
See me or stay blind. You know.
You know.
You know?
Now I'm the most interesting man in the world.
No. Now you were the
Steven.
most like we're all like, I hate him.
That's okay.
See me or stay
Stay
blind.
blind.
You love it. You love it.
Do you do this? Do you do the little John Cena
The
hand
John
in front of your
I
face?
do actually.
You can't see me because you're blind.
I did get a text in that says successful businessman, but you cannot completely ignore the one who failed.
That's true.
Well, if you fail
But you have to
and then you do
pick-
something and then you're successful, I think it holds a little more weight.
But I'm with you. But again, it goes back to whether it's business,
Not if you're
whether it's
continually failing.
whether it's business or marriage. So that's business. So in marriage, would you rather have someone that's been through 3 marriages?
Oh, God, no.
Or would you rather have someone that's had one marriage for 40 years?
Oh,
no, I disagree. I think
3
my
marriages?
mentor, maybe not 3, but my mentor in marriage has been divorced, but has also had a very successful 25-year relationship. So I'm like, thank you for the perspective on divorce and what you've learned from it, and now what you've learned from a 25-year successful marriage.
Right. What about you, Kelly? What about you when it comes to marriage? Who do you want your marriage advice from? Someone that's been married 40 years or someone that's been through 3 marriages?
I think someone who's been married for
40 years.
Yeah, 40 years for sure.
Steven?
Yeah. I would agree. I actually don't want any advice, though.
I just know that guy's advice is just going to be like, just shut up.
It's they always say, she's always right.
Just
happy
shut
life,
up.
happy
wife, happy life.
I'm not going to lie, that'd be nice.
I mean,
though.
the last time I asked somebody, they said that you have to adjust with the relationship, that you have to grow with them, that you can't stop growing.
Yeah.
That you have to respect your partner's ideas. You don't have to agree with them necessarily, but you have to respect them and you have to show respect. So I think that was pretty good.
And that's really good advice.
Yeah.
What, anyone else got any good? Well, I guess I just gave you Steven's advice. Anyone else getting good marriage advice from somebody besides she's always right or
communicate?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Transparency.
Hold on.
Be honest.
All right,
settle down, Sarah.
Okay.
Jeez.
I know we're running down this hill, and it's going to get hard to stop you because inertia is a thing. But when people say communicate, communicate, you make it sound like it's a very easy process. You make honesty sound like it's super. Like, let's be real. As far as dudes are concerned, when guys find them, when guys find themselves in situations where it's hard for them to be on. It's a hard thing. It's super hard. But when it's put out there, like all it is just this easy, simple choice, and it makes people feel like there's something missing in me if I can't make this choice. Well, and if I can't make that decision,
that's how you're taking it, though.
But so when you say to somebody, just communicate, it has to be given with tools.
That's what I mean. If you have to be willing to learn how to communicate with one another, because it's not easy. It's freaking hard.
I'm going to give you an example. Like last hour, we talked about self-reflection, and people can't do it. But it's another thing. If a guy is lying to you, is it the guy's issue, or
what
is it
kind of lying are we talking about?
Or is it because you don't? Because every time he's told the truth, it's been some big spectacle or some big issue. So, like the way you receive the information,
that is true. If honesty is met with the same kind of vehemence and aggression as a lie, then what is the payoff for the honesty if I'm still getting the same heat?
But that's where couples need to learn to grow together, because that means I also have to learn to communicate in different ways and receive your information so where it doesn't trigger me.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there is if he's lying constantly or it's hard for him to communicate or hard for him to tell the truth,
then that's
you need to self-reflect though and be like, why do I make it hard for him to tell the truth, or am I making it easy for him to tell the truth?
That's why you have to learn to communicate. It's a skill. You literally have to learn with like a therapist or someone who knows how to do it.
But like K2 said, there's nothing more important than communication. Matter of fact, most of the breakdowns of anything, whether it's fighting, whether it's business, whether it's life, whether it's whatever, it's lack of communication. But it is hard to do.
Here's the other thing. Most often, we communicate differently.
I was just going to say that.
It's a very hard road.
That's true too.
When you're with somebody and they're communicating to you the best way that they know how, and you're communicating to them the best way that you know how, but neither one of you are hearing one another because you are not communicating the same.
Yes.
But you also need to be open, listening to understand
instead of being offended.
Yes, instead of making it as an attack.
Yeah,
literally, it's a gift to listen, to be able to listen to understand, but it takes a lot of work to be able to be a person who listens to understand. I cannot be that way, but I think I can.
You got to lower your defenses.
Exactly.
You make yourself vulnerable. Like you're going to hear things you're not going to like.
And
about
don't
yourself.
take everything as an attack, because then it just It dismisses
Well,
what the other person is trying to express to you.
And I did get a text in 419-345-3375. My golden rule: do not put yourself in situations where you have to lie.
That's a great rule, I guess.
Yeah, the whole lying thing. Like, it's one
But
thing
see,
to
you
not
don't even know you're in the situation until it's too late.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh my God. Like, I don't go into a situation going, this is a situation I'm definitely going to have to lie about.
Man.
Like,
Start
Like,
thinking
just
of
don't
a
be
lie.
a liar. How about that? It's one thing to lie. It's one like that's why I asked what kind of lie is this? Are you lying about how you like slept with somebody else and said you didn't, or are you lying about how you feel about something because maybe you just don't know how to express that?
But does the lie again? Does the lie matter? If you handle someone's communicating with you and you freak out, like whether it's sleeping with someone or you use their toothbrush and it's the same freak out, well, then the other side is not going to be as open to communication and telling the truth in the future because you're freaking out about it. Kelly, what were you going to say?
I mean, it's hard to get a word in edgewise today.
I know.
But I think that you have to be brave enough to actually say those words. You have to be brave enough to say, listen, I'm trying to be honest with you, and you're not listening because you're not allowing me to be my authentic self with you. You have to take time to listen to me. So and if you can't, those words are hard. And I know that guys, that might not be like organic to them, but you have to be brave enough, and you have to be, and it has to be worth it. You have to be if this relationship is worth it, then you got to find those words.
Well, and another quick thing too is like Demetrius said, men and women, we know it's so cliche that they communicate differently. But like another example, it's like if you want me to clean, maybe you need to tell me, all right, do this, and then maybe I'm a task person. Just give me the task. Don't just say, well, how do you not see that? Yeah, it's obvious what needs to be cleaned. Why do I have to tell you what to do? But just tell them what to do. We communicate different. Realize that there's difference in communication, and just try to adapt a little bit and
work on your delivery. Like instead of yelling at you to clean the kitchen.
Yes,
that's what I mean.
Just be like, hey, can you do the dishes? Can you put them away? Can you empty the dishwasher? Give me those things instead of saying clean the kitchen, because then I don't do it right, and then you're yelling at me because I didn't do it right. But I don't see it the same way that you do because we communicate different. All right, a lot there. That was Stephen B. Hardy's Facebook post. Look what it's.
Say what you want about my post, but it's great content.
Yeah, thanks, Stephen.
You're welcome. Steven. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Ow!
Looks like the accident we had on I-75 has been cleared and traffic seems to be running smoothly. No delays in the area. Let us know if you see something though. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias, low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Pals forecast. Today we're going to have clouds, and it looks like the rain's going to be starting in about an hour here and go most of the day. High of 56. Overnight will be cloudy with a low of 36. Right now, it's 47 outside. Furniture Pals, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Pals has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalsToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Ow! Hey there, guys. Stephen B. here. I am going to give you an update on my weight loss journey with the help of the wonderful ladies over at Holy Grail Wellness. I am down 81 pounds. If you want to start your journey today, it is never too late. Make sure you go to www.thestabbingnurse.com or give them a call at 419-388-7760. We got some holiday specials coming up, guys. I'll have some more information on that here soon. I'm going to get in touch with those ladies. Start your changing life today at Holy Grail Wellness. Make it happen.
Oh no. My phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. That's right. Now's your last chance to trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
The Spirit of the Cowboy special.
Spirit comes from soul. It's not something that happens to you. It's something that happens in you.
You take pride in yourself. You take pride in your brand.
It's hard work. It's perseverance. It's dedication. And it's preserving what's old and keeping it new.
The Spirit of the Cowboy is the last wild free thing left.
Boot Barn. Share the West.
Oh, by the way, Ivan's no longer on the project. His wife got a new job, so they're moving across the country.
Robin's top researcher is deviating to a new market. This isn't standard.
And now we're short-staffed. Who's going to finish all these projects?
She needs a cluster of new data analysts, and there's no margin for error.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's me, Andrew Z, from my friends over at State Line Sauce Company, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. Not because of its heat, but because of its flavor. You know, a lot of hot sauces, they just try to be hot. This is one of the unique hot sauces that has heat, but also flavor. It is so good. If you've never tried it, you need to. Every Saturday morning, check them out at the Toledo Farmers Market, or you can go online and get your bottle of State Line Sauce. Go to StatelineSauceCo.com. State Line Sauce. Get sauced.
Check out Twice But Nice Resale Shop. They buy and sell everything for children. Gently used and new clothing, books, strollers, baby items, shoes, toys, and more. Twice But Nice Resale Shop on Sylvania Avenue between Douglas and Secor next to Cake Art Supplies. Open 7 days a week. Mention you heard this ad for an additional savings. Check them out on Facebook at Twice But Nice Toledo. Like and share their page with a 5-star review for $5 and free clothing.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest.
Got to tell you, our friends at Homemade for the Holidays, a pop-up shop today through December 24th. That'd be Christmas Eve. It's a great place to shop locally for Christmas, 7 days a week, and it's all local business people, and the money stays here locally, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Spring Meadows Shopping Center. You see the giant inflatables out there across from TJ Maxx. Again, Homemade for the Holidays. Go shop there today.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze. Hey, Steve.
Hey, y'all. Hey, happy National Dip It in Chocolate Day.
Anything and everything in chocolate.
Smack it up, dip it, rub it down,
flick it.
Oh no!
By the way, I'm chocolate.
Oh God!
You're, as Steve likes to point out, you're caramel at best.
Yeah, he caramel
with some cocoa undertones.
Oh my God.
It's dipping in caramel cocoa.
I love
bacon covered chocolate.
That was my stripper name.
Bacon. All right, guys, make sure you get those dollars out. We got bacon covered chocolate coming up top. First up 3.
Is that the voice you use?
Yeah, that's a DJ voice. Yeah.
I know. The strip club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he used to work there, that was his voice.
Yeah, it was the good old days. Yeah. They weren't.
The good old days.
They weren't. The good old days.
They weren't.
That's what I talk about marriage, my last marriage. The good old days. They weren't.
None of them.
More of my slang, by the way.
All right. What's going on with Sleaze, Steve?
Well, Pete Davidson's back in the news. He just wants to be known for doing great work, but only every couple of years. So the actor community recently opened up in an interview with W Magazine about the negative impact of being oversaturated within the movie and television business. Now, in The Sopranos, there's this little line from Tony that's like, you ever feel like you got into something at the end? When the good times were over, that's how he says he feels about show business and being a celebrity. It's over.
I gotta admit, man, I don't know. Being a celebrity nowadays is all it's cracked up to be. There's a
Hollywood's taking a weird turn.
It
I
has.
mean, anything you did your whole life, they're gonna find it, and
Yeah.
they're gonna expose.
We're in the
you.
old days. In the old days, they hid that stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't have social media.
I
Thank
know.
the Lord
Like,
Jesus.
you
By
know,
the way,
you were just happy to have a little insight into your favorite celebrity or
Right.
actor. Now, all of a sudden, you find out this dude likes eating people, and you're like, oh my God.
Still makes great music.
Yep.
Well, and it's like even another thing. Another example is, man, getting into radio now. Like I feel bad for guys like Steven because radio sucks now.
Still fun.
Growing up, I'm so happy they didn't have social media because I would have been in trouble.
I know.
Oh my God.
Imagine if they had social media back when
you
I did
ever-
radio back in the
You
day.
know-
Oh God!
Do you ever?
I would have been in trouble.
Oh Lord, no, Lord, no.
Thank God for that timing.
Lord, no.
Do you?
Oh no.
Do you ever? Tell me if normal or nope. Normal or nope.
No, it's not.
No, I'm gonna give it to you. Normal or nope. If there's a mom out there who you know is a mom, but all she does is post pictures of herself, like does that make you like every day there's a picture of her? Does it make you feel like
Annoyed
by them?
Not just that.
Normal
but
or nope?
I don't know.
That's
Normal?
normal.
Is that normal?
It's normal.
Because I know,
Especially
I know people like that. Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead, Demetrius. Go ahead.
There's this one person, and God, all she does is just post pictures of her in really tight clothes, and but she'll let everybody
They
know
don't fit me anymore, okay?
Poor K2. Go ahead, Steven. What were you going to say?
But I was going to say, first of all,
Steve.
like, does this person have young kids or old kids?
Just a young. I don't know.
It's going to be younger kids.
Just,
that
This
I
is what I think.
It's not even this person. There's several of them out there that all they do is post pictures. Like, not even just post pictures of themselves. Not even living life. It's not like they're going to a thing or doing a thing or doing whatever.
Mhm.
They just
They're
always
scraps.
posting pictures of themselves. It's
I
like,
think that
Jesus.
she's home alone with children. She's bored, and this
Yep.
is the way she gets some interaction
Well,
with
maybe
people.
she needs to pick up a broom.
Is to
Oh,
Maybe she needs to learn a few more recipes in
I'm
the
gonna
kitchen.
smack you.
I know.
I pay extra for that.
is to post pictures so she feels
Included.
yes,
Seen?
and seen and have
Validated.
yes, because she's clearly not.
Or get it from your children. Get it from your
Maybe
family.
she,
Get it from
maybe she
yourself.
doesn't want to just be known as a mom, so maybe she posts those pictures of just her so that
Reba-
people will like her post and stuff and make her feel good about herself.
I guess.
Well,
But then she need to come to Cedar Creek and talk to
If
them.
that is
Yeah.
if that is
Man.
a thing,
What is a thing?
Like you need to post pictures on Facebook or Instagram for other people to make you feel good about
Right.
yourself. That there is the issue.
Mhm.
For
There
sure,
is
but-
the issue because that is a beast that never gets fed.
Mm.
That's true.
Ooh, that is a
Bottomless
Demetriusism.
appetite, that beast.
That is a beast that never gets fed.
I agree with that, Demetrius. Can you believe it?
I'm gonna steal
Remember
that,
this
actually.
moment.
Are you stealing that one?
Yeah, that's my slang now.
Although he hates when people steal his slang.
Welcome to America.
America. All right, what else, Steve?
I'm just going to wide it up a bit.
Okay. Look, quick one. Sophie Bush's Los Angeles home was broken into and only one item was stolen. A $36 book that she was planning to give as a Christmas gift.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
That's weird.
That's a bad robber.
Sad note, Conan O'Brien. This will put a damper on Christmas, but Conan O'Brien lost both of his parents last week within 3 days of each other. So Conan's father, Dr. Thomas O'Brien, died on Monday at the age of 95. And then his mother, Ruth Reardon O'Brien, passed on Thursday. She was 92.
Oh my God.
Broken
Thomas
heart
graduated
syndrome
from-
is a thing.
Yeah.
It is. That's
a
really
real thing.
You can't.
It's the last romantic gesture.
Right? You can't be with someone.
Last romantic gesture.
I
would rather
I
not
will
show
die
my
for you.
love like
That was
that.
good.
I will
Found.
die for you.
You're on your deathbed. You're like,
I'm
"Well,
gonna die for
I better
you."
see you within 3 days.
You got clock is ticking. Pick out your suit.
I'll be at the gate waiting. You better not get lost.
Don't get lost. Don't tell me that you had other things come up.
Better not
It
see
is
you
so
talking to Peter at the
crazy.
gate for directions.
But it happens all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
you can't imagine spending your whole 50 years, 40 years, 50 years with someone, and then just not being with them, and then think you're just gonna do life.
Jimmy
You
Carter
die
seems to be
alone?
doing pretty well. I'm just saying we ought to really examine his marriage
How long she
because he's thriving.
How long she been gone?
I mean, do you die of loneliness or a broken heart? I mean,
Yeah.
that's so.
I just think you don't want to do life. Why would you want to do if you've done done something with 40 or 50 years with somebody? You don't want to do life without them.
Right.
And that's your whole
I
thing.
think you just give up. Like there's just a point where you're
For
just
sure.
like, if they're not here, I don't want to be here.
Yeah,
Oh
that is
my
that is a
gosh.
real thing for
That's-
sure.
And then your body's like, all right.
Damn. On that note, Jesus.
I know, what a
Yeah.
downer.
So sad.
Monday.
Happy Monday, everybody.
When am I going to end?
Yeah. All right.
Read
Thank
one
you.
of my posts. We'll
Yeah.
cheer it up.
Yeah. Follow Stephen B. Hardy on Facebook page for more isms that you're gonna
Yeah.
love.
Race, sex,
All of it.
all the isms.
What was the thing he
Controversy.
said?
You know?
Be blind
You know?
or
Yeah.
See
See
me or
me
stay
or
blind.
stay blind.
See me or see us or stay
Stay
blind.
blind.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.